Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back. Flat on Play episode 3, something like that. Week 2 recap. How everybody feeling?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Feeling
G-Bot. G-Bot, how you feeling? Young in the building, how you feeling?
Chilling, man.
I mean,
Week.
I guess we're about to find out.
All right. So first things first. It's time for you to you saying a whole lot of bullshit about Keenan Allen last year because I told you let him stay healthy. He was going to cook. Now, yeah, it's go ahead.
Keenan Allen. I don't know his middle name. I was too lazy. I would like to apologize because my dumbass. See, life, we always make mistakes. And my dumbass sat there all summer on a Discord fighting for my life saying you were in the top 30 range because I watched all 22 film. And we all overthink in life. And I overthought it. And I learned my lesson brutally as I could not turn off my phone without having to see, come outside, Tegan. Come outside. Oh, I'm on your ass. Keenan Allen, I thought you were old as dirt. I thought you were a bum. I was wrong, and I'll stand on it. I thought you were the next Dalvin Cook of the wide receiver position, and I was wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong, unlike Rico knows, and that'll be it.
Damn. You like to see it. You like to see it.
That is a crazy stray. I ain't gonna lie.
And relax on Dalvin Cook. We know he got Zion the other day.
Nah.
Boy is cooked.
We cannot relax on Dalvin Cook because I was on the opposite side. Tegan, you were right. That man is. Hey, I was like, man, the Vikings are stupid. They didn't want to pay Dalvin Cook, and now look at him. They probably would have been worse.
Oh yeah, hold on. Oh wait, hold on. Time out. We might have to do. Yeah, I just realized, Ruth, that you might have to do it again because you still think Josh Jacobs was a top 3 running back in this league?
Hey, hold on. Hey, Trent. Hold on. Didn't he say Drake London was better than Keenan Allen?
Damn.
The floor is yours, Tegan. The floor is yours.
What was yours, my boy? Keep going. Another one.
Now, do I think Drake London is still a good wide receiver? Yes. Free Drake London. Yeah. But I was wrong in thinking that Keenan Allen was worse than him. B, Josh Jacobs, this is a direct message to you, my boy. You making me look bad. -2 yards. My guy. I paid for your ass. What the fuck? I got nothing to say. I watched you bully my fucking Seattle Seahawks in overtime on a game-winning 83-yard touchdown, and this is what you show me? I'm looking like Mookie, my guy. What the fuck do you want me to do? I'm done caping for you're not top 10. Kenneth Walker better than your ass. Fuck out of here.
I'm not gonna lie. If we really talk about it, and he had a great season last year, but ain't nobody have him in them top 10 conversations until that season. Now, I don't know. Now it's looking like he going back to that little 15 range that he was in before. Hey, I'm just saying.
G-Baby, this is the prime example, G-Baby. Don't let the one-off skew your opinion. That's it.
Like
just
Trevor
let it marinate. You got to let it marinate a little bit longer.
Wow.
You said Trevor Lawrence. What Trevor Lawrence got to do with this?
That boy got a mean streak.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence ain't look like Josh Jacobs
after 8 games.
That's true.
You put Geno top 10 after 8 games. So we did the same thing,
But I stand on it. I will say that I value the outliers. Hindsight's hindsight. But I put Josh Jacobs because he was an all-pro first team. I put him very high because of that last year.
And I put Trevor Lawrence. I put Trevor Lawrence in that range because You had people like Russell Wilson look like he did, and Matt Stafford elbow. We thought it was cooked, and
Tom Brady retired.
Was this actually Mookie?
No, I don't think it is. I think it might be. If it is, that's kind of crazy. If it is, that's kind of crazy. But but Stafford, we didn't know what his arm was going to look like. Derek Carr had his season. Kirk and Dak are still the same guys.
Brady retired.
I wasn't moving them up. Brady retired. So yeah, I put him in the top. I ain't got no problem saying that. But for Young to be like Trevor Lawrence and all that, like
I didn't say Trevor
bad.
I didn't say Trevor Lawrence.
What's his name? That was Teagan.
Oh, Teagan said that. Oh, my bad, Young. That wasn't for you then. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
Teagan. Hey, Trevor Lawrence has been perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned.
Let's get into the first top. Baker Fitzmagic. He had another good game. But versus who they play again? The Bears.
Yeah, the Bears.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that nigga later. Jesus Christ. Baker again. Baker Fitzmagic had another good game, and the Bucs are surprisingly 2-0. Do y'all think the Bucs can compete for the division?
I would like to say this real quick, Trent. At what point are you going to apologize to Mike Evans?
The fuck am I? I'm gonna say this right now. Bet. Mike Evans, you get 1,000 yards every year. Cool beans. You're still not top 20. The fuck out of here. Fuck, I need to apologize to that nigga.
He's not wrong.
Fuck, I need to apologize to him.
He's not wrong.
What I need to apologize to him for? He do this every year.
Every year.
What's gonna change? But nah, like I said, do y'all think the Bucs can compete for this division? Because they starting off strong.
No.
They can compete. Start off with you, Teagan.
It's fool's gold. They've this is their peak of their season, and it's only you're telling me you're going to give NFL defenses more time to figure this out. They beat a Vikings bad offense, which made Daniel Jones look like a top 10 quarterback. Or Vikings defense.
Teagan.
And then you beat the Bears, who ran 3 screenplays on their own 5-yard line. I'm gonna believe when they actually beat a good team.
Look, yeah. Oh my god, man, y'all blow me. Y'all really blow me.
Am I being nasty right now?
I'm gonna come at Teagan first. I'm gonna come at Teagan first, and then I'm coming at Trey. So Teagan, as far as you're concerned, I'm not gonna lie. That whole little they're gonna have a couple more weeks to figure it out. How long Baker been in the league game? Everybody know who he is. They're running the same offense they were running with Tom Brady. Ain't nothing changed. Byron Leftwich is still their OC. The only thing that changed was the quarterback position, and Leonard Fournette is not there anymore. That is the only thing that changed. They are running the same stuff. Why can't we just say Baker's playing well? And that's going to segue to you, Trey, because you, sir, have said for weeks, probably months, because this division is so god-awfully made, I don't think the winner of this division is going to win more than 9 games. Ayo! Why can't the Bucs compete in a mid-division? And they're already 2 games ahead of schedule.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So let's address that since you won't be an asshole right now.
I'm not being an asshole. That's just what you said.
No. Let's get this straight. That's exactly what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And last night, based on the game that the Saints played, what I said is still painfully fucking true.
So then why can't they compete? If it's so painfully true, why can't they compete?
Because
you said no immediately.
They're still the worst off. They're still the worst. Yes, they are. Yes, they still are.
I don't know.
Sure?
I think the Panthers might be worse.
I think the Panthers might be worse.
I don't know. It might be worse. I don't know if the Panthers.
No JC Horn. That O-line is probably worse than the Saints O-line.
Rookie quarterback.
Keep it a buck. Yeah, like I don't see how low key.
And Baker's not getting hit either. Baker's not.
Yeah, that O line is actually playing relatively well. Like,
and he's getting a ball out quick too. Bryce Young's not doing that.
This is what I will say about the Bucks. The Bucks are much better on defense than I thought they would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're able to keep their offensive line intact for right now. I still don't believe in their weapons, if I'm being honest. Like Chris Godwin, he's a good player. Mike Evans is declining. Like, he's still a good player, but he's declining. You don't have anything in that backfield that scares me. So eventually there are going to be games where this is going to be put on Baker. This is not somebody that you want to have to go into a game and say, hey, Baker, we need you to win the game for us. Because we've already seen.
I got to tag it on this, Trey. No, I'm attacking for you because G don't make no fucking sense right now. You're the same nigga who always used to shit on Geno and the Seahawks when they was winning games, and now you trying to kick for fucking Baker Mayfield.
No. So here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. No, I'm going at Trey because by what his Trey said for months, he should think the Buccaneers should still be able to compete. By what he said for months.
Do you think the Bucs?
Me personally, I think Baker Mayfield eventually is going to fall off. He's going to cost.
Okay. I'm about to say. Bro.
I think that's going to happen. However, in fairness, because of what Trey's been saying, and the Panthers ain't looking as good as we thought they was good, or at least as good as he thought they were going to look. Because I called this. I said they were going to struggle.
That's because
No. Because I don't hate our division. I don't hate the NFC South like other division people do. I could care less. Like I said, I'm not sold on them.
You got a foot in Jacksonville. That's why.
No,
I
haven't hated like even years past with Drew Brees. I wasn't sitting here like, oh, I hate the Falcons. I didn't care because Drew Brees was the best one there, so I didn't care. Anyways, when I said the Panthers wasn't sold on their line. Their weapons seem cool, but I'm not sold on them. Bryce Young coming out the gate with an O-line I'm not sold on. And this was when Brian Burns wasn't with the team and before J.C. Horn got hurt. And I was like, yeah, your defense is nice, but I'm still not sold. He might pick it up second half. He might get on a little run, but out the gate, not sold. Starting to look that way, especially the O-line. Now, Frankie Louisville in their defense, love it. Love to see it. They was balling, right? But then I look at back to the Bucs. I look at their schedule. They'll most likely, I'm pretty much not thinking twice about it, they're going to lose to the Eagles. If Trevor Penning keeps sucking like he has been, they could be like, I said we were going to sweep them. I said everybody was going to sweep the Bucs because I thought the Bucs were just going to be garbage. Clearly they're not, so we might split with them, right? They play the Lions. They'll probably lose, but Chauncey Gardner-Johnson isn't playing. And like I said, at the start of the year, their defense got better, but it doesn't scare me because their interior is still trash. They play the Bills. They'll probably lose. Yeah, facts. They play the Bills. They'll most likely lose Thursday night game. Then they go on a stretch, or no, I'm sorry, not a stretch, but they play the Texans and the Titans back-to-back. AFC South doesn't scare me. 2 wins. Then they play the 49ers, loss. Then they play the Colts. Hey, AR-15 is playing good. They still don't scare me.
Close game.
They could beat the Colts. Then they play the Panthers again. If they don't fix their O-line, they could beat them. Falcons. Sweet. And then they end the season, Packers, Jags, Saints, Panthers.
2-2.
Realistically, they can compete. Now, do I think Baker is going to keep this up? No, I think he's going to fall off second half of the year. Am I loving what I'm seeing though right now? Absolutely, because I really wanted him to succeed in Cleveland, and it just didn't work out. So that's tough. But realistically, with that defense, they can compete for this division. Especially by Trey's logic, by everybody so awfully mid, nobody's winning more than 9 games. I see 8 wins on this schedule. 9 possibly.
Yeah.
You also saw that for the Saints.
And we 2-0 right now.
And I'm not gonna lie, I get what G Baby's trying to say. Now I don't think they're gonna compete, but the Saints' offense isn't looking that great.
No,
it's all right.
Because our O line is
now they're gonna get Kamara back. That's a little boost. we already know the Falcons' offense like that is trash right now. And
Other than Bijan.
And Carolina is really trash. So it's really just a defensive division.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see what G Baby already said. At the beginning of the year, I thought they were starting off 0-2. They already done stole 2 of them. So, you know, I don't think personally they're going to compete, but I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the year they finish 7-10, 8-9. Like, that would be competing.
Right there with the Falcons.
Yeah.
Because the Falcons, to me, are ahead of schedule. They just came back on the pack. I thought they were starting 1-1. They really could have started 0-2.
Bro, the Falcons
if the Panthers' O-line wasn't that bad.
The Falcons are such a QB away from just dominating that division.
They're a coach away.
No, they're a QB
a
away.
Coach and a QB.
They're
a coach and a QB. Arthur Smith ain't got nothing to do with the
So
the
the two most parts of a team they're missing.
That boy he drew up a screen pass to Jonnu Smith instead of Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
He got a 15-yard. He got a 15-yard game. I mean, that shit worked. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it did, but listen.
Imagine if you would have thrown that up to Kyle Pitts. It would have gone, instead of for 15, it might have gone for 60.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I agree they need a quarterback more.
All right, bro. All right.
They need a quarterback more.
I kind of feel like y'all dragged the Arthur Smith shit just a tiny bit.
Arthur Smith.
Okay, wait.
It's a combination
of
two
a really
things.
good run concept.
Arthur Smith can't draw up schemes to get his playmakers open. And Desmond Ridder, when he has the opportunity, doesn't feed his playmakers consistently.
Yeah.
It is a combo of both. Arthur Smith is not.
And which one is more? Baby, which one is more?
To me, it's more Arthur Smith because I promise you.
No.
No, Trent. And I'm gonna look into this camera, and I'm gonna say this. The reason why I think it's more Arthur Smith is because let's just say Taylor Heineke gets an opportunity. I promise you, Kyle Pitts getting 10 for 120.
Wait. So why is that a quarterback issue?
Why is that a
coach issue?
Why is that an Arthur Smith thing?
How is that an Arthur Smith thing?
I said it's
that's an argument for a quarterback.
I said first of all, I said it's a combo of both because Arthur Smith still can't.
You said it's more coach.
But I said it's more coach. But hold on. But the problem that I have with Desmond, at least Taylor, the reason why I said Taylor Heineke gonna give him the ball is because he's gonna force feed that dude in spite of what they scheme. He's gonna force feed him. That's my problem with Desmond Ridder. Even though Arthur Smith is not scheming up the right stuff, Desmond Ridder ain't even looking his way. Ain't even giving him at least Taylor Heineke, whatever the play call is. Hold up. What? Taylor Heineke is going to force feed the ball to his playmakers. He can scheme up remember when Nick Sirianni was using Devontae Smith to open up plays for Jalen Reagor? Desmond Ridder gonna throw that ball to where it was read to, and Taylor Heineke gonna force it, right? So, but that's not always a good thing. But my problem is with Arthur Smith, you get rid of him. If you get rid of him, Desmond Ridder might have a chance.
Okay, but here's what
Desmond Ridder might have a chance. Arthur Smith is going to be bad regardless of the quarterback.
Here's what this don't make sense. Like what Marley just said, everything that you're basically saying is leading up to being Desmond Ridder's fault. Arthur Smith,
bro, you didn't hear the last thing I just said.
That's a trade. G-Way, there are multiple clips of Kyle Pitts getting wide the fuck open, and he's not getting the ball. That's not an Arthur Smith issue. That is a Desmond Ridder issue.
That part isn't a Arthur
Wait,
Smith
so
issue.
why is it an Arthur Smith issue? I did not hear that.
Wait. So that part, no, that is not an Arthur Smith issue. You're absolutely right. However, Arthur Smith, his schemes, the route combos he come up with, all that stuff is still not good. Arthur Smith is going to be bad regardless of who the quarterback is. Whereas Desmond Ridder, wait.
What? Wait, you said he's gonna be bad regardless of the quarterback?
Arthur Smith, his scheme and what he's gonna do ain't gonna change with who the quarterback is. It's not gonna change. That's what I mean by he's still gonna be running this simple crap.
So if they get Kyler Murray,
because it's simple because he has a quarterback limitation.
And so Kyler Murray Kyler Murray was doing good in spite of Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury is a way better offensive coach than Arthur Smith is. Way better. Clears him.
What? What?
Was Kyler Murray not
Cliff Kings?
Was Kyler Murray not? Was Kyler Murray not balling before?
What always happens in the second half? What always happens in the second half?
Stop.
I'm about to explain what happened in the 2 years.
There's no way.
Nah, get it home. Go. Get it off, Lucas. Lucas, get it off, Lucas.
No. It's good, bro. It's good.
No.
Bro, right. I don't know why we're saying Arthur Smith is out. Like Arthur Smith.
Okay, wait, hold up. Because I am not an Arthur Smith guy. Arthur Smith reminds me of a more modern version of Greg Roman. He has 50 million ways to run the ball, and he has the most complex, the best run game that you could ever come up with. But when it actually comes to actually getting like playmakers in the pass game, the ball in space, making things easier for them, he does absolutely nothing for Drake London or for Kyle Pitts. It's annoying as hell. Also, the other side of it is, yes, Desmond Ridder, I'm sorry. You're the quarterback that's on the damn field. I don't give a damn what's called. If you see the 6'6", 240-pound tight end who runs 4.4 that just cooked the damn safety and he's butt naked in the open field, I don't care if the first read is on the opposite side of the field. You throw it to the wide open dude.
Yes.
That's common sense.
Yes. And that part I agreed with.
That's why it's more of a Desmond Ridder issue.
I think it's
yes, that part is Desmond Ridder. The issue that I have is that Arthur Smith, you already know your quarterback has limitations. He is only but so much. You drafted 2 players in the first round for the sole purpose of getting them the ball. That is their only purpose on their team, like on your team. The only reason why you take Kyle Pitts that high as a tight end is because he's going to catch the ball and score touchdowns. Not because he's going to block, not because he's out there as a decoy to open up fucking shit for Tyler Algier.
Olamide Zacchaeus. Like, come on,
Johnny Smith.
Like, come on, gang. Like,
you have essentially wasted an investment by constantly finding ways to not get him the ball. At this point, I'm wondering if Kyle Pitts like did something to him because it seems purposeful.
Hold on, but wait, I don't understand this shit because it's been multiple times when they've drawn this nigga Kyle Pitts get the fuck open, he's ass open and
wait. No. Okay, wait.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. Wait.
They're not drawing him to get open. Kyle Pitts is just like that, and he's getting open. But they're not drawing him up.
Even then.
If you want to say 55, 45, 51, 49,
it's more on Desmond and Arthur Smith when you already got one. No. Hold on. They already have the best. They already have one of the best run games in the league. Period. If they switch the quarterback and they get a nigga like Kyler Murray.
Kyler gonna throw that ball around.
But Kyler is a guy who can. Kyler Murray, he might. I mean, on that team, he might be Super Bowl contender. But like before, we might not have looked at him as a Super Bowl contending quarterback. He can overcome. If he's able to overcome Cliff Kingsbury, bro, who's way better than Arthur Smith.
He's not way better. Why do you keep saying that shit?
Slow down.
Offensively, he's not way better.
I'm talking about
he's not a way better play caller, a way better opponent.
No. You talked about route concepts, and then you're praising Cliff Kingsbury for some reason.
I'm saying he's way better than Arthur Smith. I'm not
saying his route concepts are terrible.
Route concepts gonna talk about Cliff Kingsbury.
Wait. Everyone chill out.
All right, y'all got it.
This is the part. This is where you lose me, G baby. Bringing up Cliff Kingsbury. Do I think Cliff Kingsbury is a good coach? No. The motherfucker had Michael Jordan in college and went 5-7. Clearly, I don't think he's worth the shit as a fucking coach. Mm-hmm. However, why are we so sure that Kyler Murray is going to be successful outside of the air raid? It's quite literally the only system he has played in. He didn't succeed in spite of Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury was specifically hired to make sure that his skill set translated. He has literally never played in any other system other than the air raid. That's the whole reason that dude got hired as the head coach. Why are we so sure that a 5'9" quarterback who can't see over the goddamn line is going to be able to function in any other system when we have never seen him play in it?
He also just tore his ACL. Like,
he's a super athlete. I just think Kyler is a very talented.
We're not about to.
I don't know if he's going to. I've never seen it. Like you said, we haven't seen it. But I think Kyler is very talented at quarterback. Especially, he's way more talented than Desmond Ridder, and Desmond Ridder is below average.
Yes.
You don't think Kyler's below average? If he can just be
Terrible.
average and get the ball to the playmakers, that's all we really need him to do.
But even if my point is, even if they get Kyler, let's just say in a perfect world they get Kyler, Arthur Smith's route combos ain't finna change.
Bro,
Arthur Smith, no. Listen, his scheme ain't finna change. Arthur Smith been doing this for years. How long, Trey? You know better than me. How long Arthur Smith been a coach in the NFL? Has anything changed?
It's been a minute.
Has anything changed?
Not really.
So why would it change in 2024?
Oh, no, that's all right. Tegan, go ahead.
I don't know why y'all want Kyler to go to Atlanta. First of all,
I don't.
I'm struggling to think why Atlanta would want Kyler. Why do I want a quarterback? Like Trey said, why would I want a quarterback with everything that Trey said for $60 million per year when I could go get a guy in the draft, use that rookie contract? Let's not act like they're a quarterback away like the Broncos.
Okay, so
let's not act like they're the Broncos, like a quarterback away type of situation.
Okay, so two things. Well, two things. One, I don't care for Kyler there. That's just the name that was brought up. Second, they are a quarterback away.
Yeah, what?
They are a quarterback away.
What?
I'm not going to
hold on. Tegan, hold on.
The Jets are a quarterback away.
Kyler,
The Rams are a quarterback away.
We're talking about Falcons defense. We're talking about a quarterback away from easily. If they get a quarterback, they're easily winning the division. I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah, cool.
That doesn't mean they're a quarterback away, though.
You're maybe a divisional out.
I mean,
they're a playoff
the 49ers and the Eagles are in their division, so they not winning the Super Bowl. I mean, they in their conference. The Eagles and the Niners are in their conference. So, yeah, they not beating them because the quarterback that you could get to plug and play in that system aren't going to be better than Jalen Hurts.
So you're going to pay $50 million to do that?
I'm not saying I don't care for Kyler. That's not what I'm talking about. That's who they brought up, so that's the example I stuck with.
When you say a quarterback away, what does that mean? Quarterback away from what?
From being serious, competing in the conference.
They can be contenders in the NFC.
They're competing in the conference right now.
I don't think they're competing in the NFC for winning that.
I mean, division. They're competing in division right now. They could win the division this year.
Okay. What quarterbacks are we replacing Desmond Riddle with?
Somebody in the draft.
If it's not Kyler Murray, what quarterbacks are we replacing?
May, Shador.
Somebody in the draft.
If they get Drake May, gang, you mean to tell me they can't be in the same tier as the Lions and the Seahawks game? Or the Vikings? They can't be in the same tier as the dudes?
Vikings?
After the Eagles and the Niners. I mean, I'm just talking about in that tier of like teams that like they're probably going to make the playoffs. If they're not on the Eagles, if Eagles and Niners are the top two, we know this. Take them out. They can't be in the other. If they get Drake May game, they can't be in the tier with the other teams.
Hold on. Why are we acting like the Falcons have a bunch of veterans that their timetable has to be right now? They got Drake May, Bijan, Jesse Bates just got signed. Yeah, you got Calais Campbell on the inside.
The defense. That's why they would be competing right now.
AJ Terrell is still young. But
that's him. They also signed David Onyemata, who's been in the league a minute. They got Jesse Bates, who's been in the league a minute. They got Calais Campbell, who's been in the league.
Just signed Jesse Bates. You don't need to. You don't. This timetable, you're trying to make it sound like they have to win in 2 years.
I'm not saying they have to win, but if they get a quarterback, they can compete. And why would you?
And also, they don't have a
compete for their division. They're doing that right now. They're stealing with Kyler
as a playoff team that can make it to the second round, possibly a conference championship if all the cards fall.
The Falcons are low key in the same situation the Giants are in.
No,
they're going to overperform. They're going to overperform, and they're going to play too well to get one of those Drake Mays, probably Quinn Ewers. Shador, I don't think they're going to overperform with that. And then they're going to be stuck because, again, they're young and they're playing well, but they're really not good enough to compete for a championship. But they're stuck to where, like, Ritter's not the guy. We got to go get somebody. But we can't get a rookie because that's what's really a rookie going to do.
Okay, but here's
the same thing.
Here's where you lose me. One, the Giants were in a situation where their quarterback was on a contract year and they didn't pick up the option. That's why they had to pay him. If their quarterback wasn't on a contract year, or if they would have just picked up the option.
I was saying like that they're performing as a team, better than what they actually are as a team.
But
Like
the second
Giants,
part of
even though they made the playoffs last year and they won one game, that was really over expectations. I didn't expect them to do that. To be
and the
honest,
Falcons,
what they are now is what they're at. The Falcons might do that.
But the Falcons right now, yes, they're 2-0, but they're probably going to finish 9-8 or 8-9. That's what they.
That's what might make the playoffs. And
no, but
when you make the playoffs, you're gonna be like, when you make the playoffs, they're gonna lose, and it's gonna be, man, Ritter really can't do nothing. If we just get the quarterback,
but also too, Young, the Giants are in the reason why it's also different from the Giants is because the Giants were not in a position where they had a quarterback-friendly class coming out like we do this year. You know how many quarterbacks are draft eligible this year? And the only one, honestly, that might go back is Shedeur. Maybe.
I think
maybe.
Yeah. I could see Shedeur going back.
But like everybody else, even if you get past the Caleb and the Drakes, you got Michael Penix, you got Quinn Ewers, you got what's old dude name? I mean, nobody really. Who'd you say, Trey?
Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, Rattler coming out. Like they have a quarter where let's just say they do make the playoffs and they got a 18, 19 pick. Why can't they just sit there?
Or
because they got everything else. They got the secondary. They got the front seven. They got the offensive weapons. Why can't they just sit there?
Because realistically,
why do we keep saying they have the front?
This is another thing though too, G baby. Why would Arthur Smith do anything different with a rookie that he's doing with a second-year Desmond Ritter?
And that's why I think he's the biggest problem. Because no matter who you put back there, nothing's going to change.
I just don't think. I think if he gets a guy like a Kyler Murray who is like, Coach, I'm not coming here to be Desmond Ritter. If you get a rookie, there's no reason to change. You get a bigger name quarterback. Now the money does suck, but if you get a Kyler Murray in there, you get a vet or somebody that's been in the game. They're not just gonna be like, I'm handing the ball off.
But to Trey's point, I'm gonna take something he said in a different context and I'm gonna apply it here. Again, Trey, how long has he coached in the league? And nothing's changed then. I'm not gonna expect all of a sudden for his whole philosophy and thought process to change. If it hasn't changed now,
no, I'm with you.
Is it that black and white though?
Yes, it is with him. Because
how long has he been in the league?
How long has he been a head coach?
It's not just about him as a head coach. It's also him as a play caller from when he was with the Titans.
Yeah, I think it's both of them.
Who was the quarterback on the Titans? Who the fuck was the quarterback on the Titans?
Ryan Tannehill. You know he sucks.
He's a Desmond Ritter clone.
If you don't get a quarterback, that's not.
Is that the only place he's been an OC? Is that the only place he's been an OC?
As a play caller, I think so.
Nigga, if you get a quarterback that's way more talented than all the quarterbacks that he's ever coached, you don't think shit can change?
It's a philosophy
I do
thing.
think so.
It's a
it can be a philosophy, but shit can change.
I think
to change his philosophy. They just drafted a running back after Tyler Algier just went for.
And look how that shit working out. What the fuck?
It doesn't move their ceiling. Doesn't move their ceiling.
Wait, Trent, you're saying it's working out. Aren't we still complaining that Kyle Pitts ain't getting the ball?
I'm talking about for Bijan, nigga.
Of course,
it's working for Bijan.
Kyle Pitts problem. Kyle Pitts problem. The Kyle Pitts problem is more of a Desmond Ritter problem than Arthur Smith.
No, it's
Kyle Pitts is getting OD open every game, and Desmond Ritter.
Well, of course it's not. But also too, Arthur Smith is also because look, well, this is what I think is happening. Obviously, we're not there, but this is probably because Desmond Ritter. We all know he's got his limitations and stuff. Desmond Ritter probably is at a point right now where he doesn't have the freedom to freestyle and freelance. They're probably telling him, hey, when we run this play, hit this read. If it's not there, take off. When we run this play, look at this read. If it's and they're not finding Kyle Pitts because I just don't think he's. I'm sorry, Trey.
Wait, let me take it from here because you're right. That's the issue that I have. Like I was saying earlier, you will know your quarterback only is so gifted. You have invested first round picks in Kyle Pitts and Drake London. All you have to do, especially like the thing that bothers me about this the most is not that these two players, specifically Pitts, don't fit the scheme. They actually go kind of hand in hand. If you want to have an outside zone heavy scheme or you run a zone heavy scheme and you want to constantly, okay, cool, we're going to zone you to death. The play you marry that with is play action, you're booting. If you want to boot, then cool. You can have Kyle Pitts go behind on sneak flats for easy yards after the catch. You can have him be the first read the first read on the over or the little shallow crosser.
Yeah.
Like the thing that bothers me is that he uses Kyle Pitts as a decoy, more often than not to clear out space
for other people,
for guys who aren't as good with the ball in their hands as Kyle Pitts.
Here's another issue.
Go ahead, Trent.
And here's another issue I have. I don't like how y'all try to make it seem so black and white. Because, like I said earlier, if Ryan Tannehill is his most talented quarterback he's ever had, if he gets a nigga like Baby Herbert and Drake May, I think that shit's going to change. Because I was watching that shit. I was watching the last game. It was been mad plays. Kyle Pitts was wide the fuck up. That's what you're saying.
And so Trent, like I said, if you want to say 51, 49, 55,
it's
49,
like I said, it's
whatever.
More,
if you want to,
than Arthur Smith.
But Trent, here's my point.
How you want to call it? It's more.
Trent. I'm going to reiterate a point I said earlier. Not Drake London. Desmond Ridder. He, because of his limitations, most likely, especially this is second year in the league.
Yep.
Obviously, he ain't done none yet. He is most likely in a situation where his head coach and his OC are telling him he doesn't have the ability to freelance. They're saying, hey, when we call this play, this is the read. If you see this, hit that. If it's not there, run. Because if you notice, at least just from what I've seen, Desmond Ridder a lot of times is not scanning the field, reading his progressions. He is checking for the read that was called for that play, and if it's there, he's dumping it down. If not, he's taking off, but most of the time, they're running the ball anyway, right? So that's my problem. If and all the good OCs and all the good head coaches that are offensive-minded, even a quarterback with limitations, all right, fine. We don't think he can throw the ball and scan the field.
Brock Purdy.
Perfect example. Perfect fucking example. You know what they do with Brock Purdy? Because they probably think he's limited. You know what they were doing with fucking Jimmy G?
With Jimmy G.
I was like, you know what they were doing with Jimmy G? Hey, we are going to find a way so that way you can make the easy read to our best playmakers. Imagine if Kyle Shanahan was scheming up George Kittle to make space for Jawan Jennings.
I think
imagine if he was using Deebo Samuel, the great football player, right? Imagine if he was using Deebo Samuel to open up space for Elijah Mitchell.
I did think y'all OD'd.
That's a good point.
I honestly think y'all are both right though. Like,
I think both of them are problems.
It can be a Desmond Ridder problem and an Arthur Smith problem.
That's why I said if you want to say 51-49 and say it's close, that's fine. But Arthur Smith.
I just think y'all both OD'd it, bro.
I think the issue that Trent you're not accounting for is that at the end of the day, regardless of who the quarterback is, the play caller is still the play caller. It starts at the top. All of this starts at the top. Because again, if he was that invested in getting these guys open, which to me is a huge red flag. If I'm their front office and Arthur Blank, the owner, I am very scared because, again, we have invested in these weapons. You're supposed to be an offensive guy, but really what it seems like is that you're a glorified running back coach because you have all the run coach. You have all the run game figured out, but you can't scheme up a pass game. You can't even scheme up a pass game that's married to your run game. That obviously is working. The play action should be there. Like there are things he could be doing to get these guys the ball. Very simple. They're not complicated. He just doesn't.
I'm sorry, fam. I get what I hear. I really hear you. I hear you.
You're not listening, though.
You're not listening. You're not listening.
I swear to God, I'm listening. But when I'm watching these shits back, and they're running the play actions, these niggas is open. They open.
Hey, go to Tegan, and then I'm gonna go. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. Y'all's argument. I think y'all just agree. It's just like the level of agreeing.
It's the percentage.
Yes.
Which is what I said.
Here's the thing. If you are the Atlanta Falcons, there's no damn reason Mac Hollins is your number one leading receiver after 2 weeks.
Matt
that's
Collins
a
No
like
disrespect to Matt Collins, you a dog.
He's like
you
that.
underrated.
I get
No,
it.
no.
Damn,
underrated.
bro.
Okay, but Trent, here's
You
my
got Drake
final.
London. You have all that draft capital that you have invested in two. Not only that, but Bijan, he's a running back. You have Drake London, who was the first wide receiver off the board, and then you had a number 4 overall pick tight end. They should lead in targets, regardless. I'll love to Matt Collins. He's a dog in Madden. He should not be your lead.
And the final point
The
before we
dog
move on
and
is I'll
Madden.
say this:
Wow.
a perfect example, Trent, to me, which is why I think Arthur Smith is more of a problem. Kevin Stefanski, when he first got Baker Mayfield, or first got with Baker Mayfield and all that, he was supposed to fix it. Baker Mayfield, even when he was healthy, had his limitations. Nick Chubb, he was running that PA boot, and at the very least, he was scheming to try to get the ball for Odell and Jarvis Landry. Now, Baker was missing him. No, hold up, Trent, because I'm giving you the full context. If you go watch back that time, you couldn't blame Kevin Stefanski for that because Kevin Stefanski, as the play caller, was doing everything in his power to scheme Odell and Jarvis and Njoku and them to try to get him the ball to get Baker easy completions. Baker was just missing them OD. You watch these Falcons games. Not only is Desmond Ridder not looking Kyle Pitts' way a lot of the times, mostly because Arthur Smith is calling plays that are, hey, this is the read, if not take off. So it's a combination of Desmond Ridder not looking Kyle Pitts' way, and they're not scheming anything up. You talk about, because I know which play you're talking about. Kyle Pitts did that man dirty.
No, it's multiple. No.
Yeah,
multiple.
No,
You win. No, G baby. Even then, when the play is night, it's a scramble drill. Ass open. He sailed. It's some Justin Fields shit. He don't want to throw the ball.
Hey, Trent. If you maybe a couple times, sure, but majority of them, because I've had to watch it, bro. Majority of them, Desmond Ridder not even looking his way. That's not even the read. And that's a problem. That's a head coaching problem, or the play caller problem, whichever one you want to call it.
I mean, the head coach and the play caller are one and the same. So
facts. So
hey, let's get to a new game.
New topic.
There's a lot of games.
We weren't supposed to stay on this long. I blame Trent.
We 40 minutes in, gang.
that's crazy.
This wasn't even the actual topic of discussion either. That was crazy.
No, that's even
we started with Baker.
This was about the Bucks.
Let me say something, because I need you baby to clip this, bruh. You stupid ass niggas is falling for this bait again. We all know who Baker Fitzmagic is, bro. Like it's like we all know who Baker is, bro. We always fall into the bait. We did this last year when we had the 1 or 2 games with the Rams. We seen him before. He had these couple games. He looked good. And what he gonna start looking like?
Do we know who he is though?
Stop, bro. If we see this,
y'all misrepresenting him. You're being so nasty with the context. The reason we were hyping up Baker last year on the Rams is because he came in middle of the year on like a Wednesday because the quarterback got a concussion. No. The quarterback got a concussion. He came in on a Wednesday with no practice and let a game-winning drive.
I feel
like
you.
That's,
You know what that sounds
that's
like?
just some dog.
You know what that sounds like?
I'm giving more credit
Ryan
to Sean McVay.
Fitzpatrick. That's what it
No,
sounds
Ryan
like.
Fitzpatrick has full practicing. Name me a time Ryan Fitzpatrick came in on a Wednesday.
You know what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
When did Patrick Mahomes do that?
Rookie year.
You know what I'm trying to say. You being
mad.
That's even on the Browns, bro. Even on the Browns, he have a couple.
Nobody was hyping him up on the Browns.
You get
what?
Nobody was hyping him up on the Browns
in 2020.
In 2020, when they went on that little run,
hell yeah, people were hyping up Baker.
They weren't hyping him up. Because we were still like, wow.
What? Yes, they were.
No, wait.
Don't do revision.
There were people saying he was a top 10
Baker. You know why?
Interrupt.
No,
listen.
I remember this
That's TJ, baby.
I remember this shit vividly. They was killing Odell because they was saying, oh, Odell want to run his own routes. As soon as Odell got hurt, Baker started looking better. They were like, wow. So when Odell's there, you can't get him the ball, but then when he's gone, you look all right. And then what happened the next year? He was missing wide open throws there too. So that's look. That nigga is ass.
Look,
he's ass.
Baker Mayfield, right? I think, unfortunately, especially when he tore his rotator cuff and all that and was playing that like since week 2, I think that killed his time in Cleveland, right? The only reason we were hyping him up is because, bro, you coming on one day of practice and you lead a game-winning drive on a short week. At that too, you got to give him some love for that, right? You got to give him some love. And then even if you take away them 2 pick sixes, he still dropped 39 on a top 5 defense. Still dropped 39. So you gonna give him some love for that. Now the Seahawks game, we know that throw was late and behind.
It's it's crazy. It's so ironic, baby. You give Baker, you give more love to Baker than Geno. It's crazy.
I give no. And here's the thing. I give Baker love for them 2 games.
Kind of crazy.
No, stop. No.
Crazy. I can't lie to you.
And I'm going to explain it. I give Baker love for them 2 games because those 2 games was crazy. One day in practice and on an elite defense, you got 39. That's crazy. However, with Geno, the reason why I hate on Geno is for people like Tegan and for people like Ben. And no matter how Dub wants to deny it, people like Dub and J-Rob, who after week 4 were calling him a top 10 quarterback, franchise quarterback, saying he's the Messiah now, when we know Pete Carroll is a QB whisperer. Look at Russell Wilson with him.
All right, bro. All right,
buddy.
The defensive-minded head coach is a QB whisperer.
How about that?
Right.
Hey, all I know is every
guy who
quarterback
runs the
that's been
defense.
with him, Matt Leinart, Mark Sanchez, Russell Wilson. Hey, there's a trend.
All right.
There's a trend
All right.
that you can't ignore.
No.
There's
Okay.
a trend you can't ignore.
All right. Before we move on, I'm gonna nip this Pete Carroll QB whisperer bullshit in the bud. We nipping this shit in the bud right now. G baby, stop being disgusting. You just saying shit for the sake of saying shit. You know what's the common? No. You know what's the common denominator between every one of them quarterbacks that you just named?
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them played for Pete Carroll, who also, at every point in time that he has literally ever coached anywhere, with the exception of like right now, has always had an elite defense with him. He's never asked his quarterback to carry his offense. It's always been run the ball, control things, play defense, play complementary football. You saying that he is a QB whisperer because he believes in complementary football and basically doesn't put a whole ton of shit on his quarterback's plate is wrong. That's not a QB whisperer. That's not what
wait, Tegan. Hold on. Tegan raised his hand first. Go ahead, Tegan.
So do we not remember that Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson have beef because he didn't want to throw the ball as much as he wanted?
Yes.
And he wanted to run the ball?
Yes.
That also Reggie Bush was at USC, that Marshawn Lynch was at Seattle, and that he wants a balanced offense. And the fact that it's correlation versus relation. Pete Carroll being there does not mean there's going to be an elite quarterback. It just so happens that in his
I didn't say that.
You just said he was a coach whisperer.
That doesn't mean you got to be elite. That doesn't.
You're
so
pretty much saying he
that.
breeds quarterbacks.
You basically,
I'm saying he makes quarterbacks. He makes quarterbacks look better than they actually are. So Tegan, to your point,
maybe that's because
Trey,
probably because he has a good defense to back it up.
Right. Right.
Russell Wilson had an elite defense last year. What he looked like. So, clearly. Hey, but look, Trey.
Got all the context. Thank you, G baby.
Yeah,
Trey.
you want to leave all the context.
No. Hey, hold up, Trey. Let me hit you with something, gang. Hey, you know Bill Belichick, a defensive-minded head coach, went 11-5 with Matt Castle.
Nigga, stop. No.
And he got Jimmy G paid. Out for 2 games, he got Jimmy G paid.
Is Belichick a quarterback whisperer?
He might be gay. He went 11-5 with Matt Castle.
Look at you being a winning merchant.
Shut up.
Let's be clear. Jimmy G got paid because of what he did.
He got Jimmy G paid off for 2 games.
No, that's not true.
2 games.
That's not true.
That's not even true.
Jimmy G got traded that same year. Jimmy G got traded that same year and got paid by San Francisco the second he got there.
Yeah, because of what he did on
the
first one in San Fran. Not because he on the Patriots.
He didn't play when he signed that contract. He
played
yet.
Yes, he did. He went 4-0 in 4 games. That's what he got paid for. Not 2 games on the Patriots.
Okay, well,
G baby. You know Shanahan the quarterback whisperer too. I mean,
No,
except when it comes to Trey Lance, apparently. That's how you know he's that bad. Because he made every other quarterback look good except Trey Lance.
Hey, but let's move on. We got to move on though, because if we was just on this, it's about to be damn near an hour.
50 minutes.
So, so we can make this one quick. Of course, we seen the Cowboys thrash the Jets, but I don't want to do that because I'm gonna sound like a dumbass. But let me just ask y'all: do y'all think the Jets can make the playoffs with Zach Wilson?
No.
I don't even think any quarterback's going to drag that team into a playoffs unless they somehow manage to
They're
make
not.
money work.
Jacoby Brissett.
What?
The O-line is cooked too.
No.
Jacoby Brissett's not taking that team there. Jacoby Brissett's not taking them there.
No.
You might.
Stop this bullshit right now.
With the way the AFC looks right now?
Blow the whistle. What the fuck? No quarterback can take that team.
Yeah, no quarterback is crazy.
No. I'm saying of
No,
the
like,
available
available
quarterbacks, the
available
ones
quarterback.
that you can come get right now. You telling me?
Well, that's because all the
mid-season-
ones clearly the ones that are available ain't got a job for a reason. So
What if they trade for
damn,
Kirk Cousins?
that was my point.
Kirk Cousins could be available.
I should have worded it better, but none of the quarterbacks are available. We're going to come into that system, learn it, and get good enough to where they go to play.
They're still fried.
I'm not gonna lie. You put Gardner Minshew on that team, they win in 9 games.
Bro, I'm telling you.
First of all, Gardner Minshew's not available because AR-15's got hurt back-to-back weeks.
That O-line is fried.
He coming back.
9 games with Gardner Minshew, bro.
Yes.
How many games did they win with Kirk Cousins?
12. If everything, no injuries.
You guys will say 14.
You talk about everybody like Garrett Wilson don't get hurt, Breece Hall don't. Everybody there.
I didn't have them win that many games with Aaron Rodgers.
9. Kirk is winning 13, 14.
I didn't even have them winning that many with Aaron Rodgers. I don't know how they get 12.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a fraud though, so that's a different story.
They probably get 10 with if they traded for Kirk in the next hour, they get 10.
The GOAT! He's back!
Nigga, Hellfire in the building! Oh, shit!
I don't know what flaws he's talking about. Hey, welcome back, Hellfire.
Hellfire in the building!
I've never seen you. I've never seen
Hellfire in the building. Shout out to Hellfire. Glad he's here. Don't know what.
Hellfire in the building!
Hey, shout out Hellfire though. Shout out Hellfire. Don't know what flaws he talk about, but yeah.
Shout out Redacted.
That's crazy. But, no, in all seriousness though, I mean, let's be real. There's a couple of teams that we thought were going to be good that aren't. I don't see why they can't drag their way, because I think they got these hard games out the way. I mean, obviously they still got to play their division. Hold on, relax. They still got to play the division. I'm talking about defensively wise. They're not going to see another defense like the Cowboys unless they play the Steelers and TJ Watt and all them boys are playing OD. I don't know if they play the Steelers. I don't think they're going to see another defense like the Cowboys. And I think, unfortunately for them,
nobody is.
Like the Cowboys, like especially coming off that 40-0, they've outscored their opponent 70-10, y'all. Like even though the Cowboys are the Cowboys, they've outscored their opponent 70-10.
Hey, G baby, them boys might be all-time great. I'm telling you.
They won't be because they'll lose in the second round like they always do.
G baby, my only issue is you said in the Telegram it's only week 2, and you said that we already know that certain teams are bad, worse than we expected. We still gotta wait a little bit to wait on those teams that you didn't name any teams, but
I'm talking about like for example, the Browns. I'm sorry, gang. Like I don't need to see more to know. Oh yeah.
Oh, not
hey, he's gonna start. Hey, he's gonna start traveling now, so we'll see. But as far as he's about to start traveling. Well, he said he's gonna tell his coach he wants to start traveling, so we'll see. But
and he's gonna delete another social media app.
If he lock up,
if he's not traveling, he lied. He didn't talk to him. I don't believe it.
No, but young, I know, but this was out of Sauce's mouth, young. Sauce out of it.
He's saying that. He's saying that.
I know, young, that's why I'm saying.
Coming.
Hey, but young, that's why I'm saying. If he starts traveling and he gets cooked, fine, y'all got it. If he starts traveling and lock up,
wait, you say
great.
Hey, G baby, if he starts traveling and he lock up, he's going.
That's top 3. That's
He's
top.
top
That's
three.
top 2.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
And
saying.
if I'm Robert Saleh, I don't give a damn about any of y'all's rankings.
We know, Trey. We know.
Trey,
You
I'm not
just
gonna
want to
lie,
let
Trey.
DJ
You
Reed
right,
get
Trey.
cooked
You
all
know
game. We
that shit,
know.
bro.
We know.
Hey,
You just want to let DJ Reed get cooked all day.
Go ahead, Tegan.
Oh, I'm just saying, if he starts traveling and getting cooked, and a certain rookie keeps playing as good as he does in New England, I might have to put him
Let's
above
keep it a
Saleh.
buck.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, don't stop. Hey,
Time out.
Yeah, go ahead, y'all.
don't stop
You
there.
telling me, hold on, y'all telling me a rookie cornerback in week 2 is traveling with Tyreek Hill? But Sauce Gardner, first team All Pro, doesn't want to travel for a whole season? Man, listen.
That's an issue.
Hold on, G, before you go. And not only did he travel, put that nigga in a box. He put Tyreek Hill in a box. Week 2.
Trent, I'm not. There's no more
Week
excuses.
2. Imagine that was Sauce Gardner doing that. Imagine that was Sauce Gardner doing that.
Hey, so real quick, I'm gonna say 2 things. All right, Young. This is just a side note. The he doesn't want to travel again. It's not his choice, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out because of what he said.
Hey, I like that he said that though. I do.
Yes. Like at least we know now it's legit the coach. Like there's no more questions about it, right? Yeah. The second thing I'm gonna say,
he's a week too late, but hey, better.
Yeah, he is a week too late, but fair enough. The second thing I'm gonna say, I like Christian Gonzalez a lot. I really do. Is he gonna get the Belichick tax?
Yes.
Yeah. He will.
Because J.C. Jackson looked like a real lockdown man corner. But it ain't looked the same since. Malcolm Butler looked like a real lockdown
Malcolm
man.
Butler was no. Hold on. So let's talk about.
No. Hold on.
Go ahead, because I've been ranting about Malcolm Butler. That nigga was mid.
We can't show one side of the coin and then realize that a cornerback won Defensive Player of the Year and was still good after he left and stuff.
I was getting there.
There's 2 sides of it.
Yeah, there are examples of people. There's examples of people like Stephon Gilmore. There's examples of people still being good.
You can miss me with the Malcolm Butler shit because he was always mid. He just got hyped up because of the pick in the Super Bowl. He was never like that.
Malcolm Butler played really well that season.
He was never like that. Malcolm Butler was never like that. Never.
He was never.
That's fine.
He was never
that's
great.
Hey, you know what?
Good.
Hey, and that's fine. That's why I asked: is Christian Gonzalez going to get the Belichick tax?
Yeah, he's gonna get the
Belichick for years now. He's shown you, hey, if we lose Stephon Gilmore, that's fine. We're still going to be elite. And guess what? This J.C. Jackson kid kind of nice. We don't want to pay him though. Bye. Hey, Jack Jones. Hey, you can show up last year and Marcus Jones, and y'all can play pretty solid. And we not gonna miss a beat. We still gonna be that good defense we are. Christian Gonzalez, I think he's nice. I'm just saying.
But see, even the thing with Gilly too. Gilly played in Buffalo before he went to New England,
which is why he's kind of different.
Yeah,
just like
kind of nice in Buffalo.
Which is why Gilmore is kind of different because he didn't get drafted there. He didn't start there. You know what I mean? But if you look at the history of corners,
and Christian Gonzalez coming off the rip doing this.
I'm saying if you look at the history of corners coming up, they look better. Especially when they start there, they look better there than when they do everywhere else.
He's gonna get the tax for sure.
He's
gonna get the tax for sure.
So are we gonna start taxing Cooper Kupp because we're watching Puka Nacua in this offense?
You know what I want to say to that?
I'm not gonna lie. It's so nasty. That's nasty.
Hey, you wanna know? You know what I want to say to that? Hey, you want to know what I want to say to that? You want to know what I want to say to that? Hey, man, just like you said earlier, they just don't have enough film on Puka. Let's wait till more film. We got him. No, but for real though, hey, what if Puka really just nice though?
But what if Christian Gonzalez is just nice?
Exactly. Hey, you're right. Hey, you're right. I like Christian Gonzalez.
Both of them were nice in college.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying
the tax.
No. I asked the question.
McVay tax right now.
Hey,
he's getting it.
I'm But I'm just asking y'all because I don't think he should get the tax. But I'm just asking because, unfortunately, there's a track record. And so it'd be ignorant of me not to bring up that track record. Corners who start with Belichick don't look the same when they leave Belichick. Now, if you was nice before and then just showed up, you could like Stephon, Darrelle Revis, all them dudes. They was nice before they got with Belichick. You know what I'm saying? Asante Samuel, after he left, what was he? Where'd he go? I forgot where he went after he left.
He went to Philly.
Oh, I think he was kind of solid, but he definitely wasn't the same.
Yeah, he wasn't
still solid.
Yeah,
he was still solid. I won't really count that. But there's a track record.
Samuel was still that guy in Philly.
He played the same in Philly as he did in New England.
Yeah, but he was still
that's why I didn't remember. That's why I asked.
He was the real fraud.
Yeah.
So,
Namdi. But that's why I asked. Oh my gosh! You know what's so funny, Eagle Nation? You've been here for 2 weeks. Let the Eagles lose to somebody I don't have. Y'all, I'm not going to see you nowhere in this chat game. I'm not going to see you nowhere in this chat game because you know I'm coming for the head. But anyways, I just asked the question. I don't think he's going to be bad. I think he's nice.
All I'm saying is, bro, you're all pro. All them stats going to look good when you're guarding the JV receivers on the team. That's all I'm saying.
JV is so crazy.
Wow, but when I use that for both,
you know why? You know why that Bo Nix shit don't work? You know why that Bo Nix shit don't work? Because you always use that situation shit for Justin Fields. Was Bo Nix situation at Auburn good? Fuck no, it wasn't.
Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about Bo Nix. I'm talking about. Remember how you said last year? Remember how you said last year it's more situation than the player than Justin Fields?
Yeah, and then I saw him play this year, and I can't say that no more.
But
I can't say that no more.
So what about so why you don't acknowledge Bo Nix situation when he was at Auburn?
He was
when the coaching was ass, when the team was ass. You ain't giving him the
ass too.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was ass at Auburn game. He's better now.
His lows were really low.
Bo Nix is dirt.
And that's fine. You know what? That's fine. We're gonna talk about Bo Nix tomorrow because just wait. Just wait till tomorrow, cause don't let Colorado get that ass smacked, bro. Don't let get smacked.
Hey, it's the same way. It's the same thing on the other side, gang.
Yeah,
don't let Bo Nix get that ass smacked.
But they're not though. They're not losing. But let's move it
on. If it's a close game, that's more of a knock to Oregon than it is to Colorado. The way y'all talking about Oregon.
Yeah, that's true.
About that.
We brought up the fields. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
Please.
Hold on. No, I'm gonna start it off because
go ahead.
You dumbasses on TikTok on my nuts all last year. And you know what? And it's week two. So I'm gonna give him a little bit of grace. But all last year, y'all was all my nuts saying, "Oh, look at the offensive line, look at the receiving core." That shit don't mean nothing when you throwing dots to the other fucking team. I told y'all this. And now look at it when he has DJ Moore. He's still hot ass. But no, I'm a hater. I told y'all Justin Fields is the Jerry Jeudy of quarterbacks, but worse. I told y'all this. But y'all didn't want to listen to me. I was hating. I'm always the hater, bro. I don't know. I get labeled as the bad guy. I don't know. It just don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. I don't know. I heard Justin Fields is top 15. I heard a lot of bullshit, but I don't know.
I will say this about Fields. He's got the pieces. Now he is playing like trash, but his OC is not helping him any kind of way. He's not playing to his strength any kind of way. Yeah, like I think this is similar to like the Falcons situation. Like two things can be true. Justin Fields can be dirt. And the coach can be dirt too. Like, I really think that's the problem. Like, they really have this man, Justin Fields, under center, doing 5-step, 7-step drops like he's Drew Brees. Like, this man was never going to be that. They're not even running any kind of quarterback run game. Daniel Jones, as bad as he looked, they're giving him a little bit of quarterback
runs for Justin Fields in
two games. Come on.
Hey, Hellfire, I genuinely missed you.
All I would say is welcome back, Hellfire. Welcome
back. Kirk into the top
Oh my
five, gang.
gosh.
Come on, gang.
Anyway.
I agree with you about Tua, though. I agree with you about Tua.
Okay.
Come
So
on, gang.
this
Come
is
on.
the thing. So I've been an avid Justin Fields defender on here, and just in general, because I believe in his talent. And I've also seen many quarterbacks go into situations that were less than ideal and get broken. So I thought, okay, it didn't look good on tape, but there were some flashes last year, and the situation was absolutely putrid. If they can fix some things and improve, I think this kid wants to be better. Therefore, we will see some progress. There's three things going on right now. One, the main issue really was the offensive line. The offensive line has not been corrected. Darnell Wright is really good. Everybody else has played like dog shit on that offensive line. So that's the first one. I'm glad you hit on the first round pick, but it's 5 guys out there blocking for him. Only one of them is actually good. So they got to get that fixed. Luke Getsy, you are quite literally what you are practicing malpractice. You have a quarterback who is one of the best athletes at his position. You have called 4 design runs in 2 weeks. There is no reason for that. Your offense, like just by design, your offensive line is not great right now. You know what would help? Being able to run the ball effectively. And you should be able to do that consistently because you have a quarterback who can run. Therefore, you always have the number advantage in the run game. There is no excuse. Having him do 5 and 7 step drop from under center when he doesn't have a good offensive line is ridiculous. Also, I get it. There's a lot of this with Justin Fields. Like you missing that seam route.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
dog, you're broken. It looks like Daniel Jones last year when I was constantly getting on him and I was like, he's seeing guys wide open and he won't let it rip. He's just sitting there and just like, but it's even worse than Daniel because at the very least, the one thing I can say about Daniel Jones last year is that he might turn down that touchdown or might turn down that 30-yard seam route, but at the very least, he would scramble and run for 10. This motherfucker getting sacked. Like, this is abysmal. But also, back to Luke Getsy. Yeah, I know. That pick 6 at the end of the game, that was terrible. You know what else is terrible about it? You tried to run the same play from the same formation 3 straight times in an NFL game.
Can we get a play cool down?
Man,
Right?
They matter.
Like a 3-play cool down.
I'm not trying to hear this from. See, this is
Why aren't you trying to hear it, Trent? Why aren't you trying to hear it?
This is why he gets me so mad. This is why Thomas gets me so mad, right? This is why he gets me so mad.
Crazy.
This is why he gets me so mad.
You mad, Trent?
This is why he gets me so annoyed. Where was this at when we had Jason Garrett just running all hitches all play? Doing QB sneaks on 3rd and fucking 20. Where the fuck was that at? Where the fuck was this energy at? Where was this at, Trey? Where was that at? But when it's for Justin Fields, you want to talk about all the OCs and Luke gets in that? Nigga, talk about Justin Fields.
Okay, cool. No. Okay, cool. So let's have the conversation since you want to be ignorant.
Nigga, you're being ignorant. What do you mean?
No. There's a difference between being ignorant and being ignorant. Right now, you being ignorant. Every time you bring up Daniel Jones, you being ignorant. And the reason why is because the issue that I had with Daniel in his first couple of years, it wasn't just, oh, he's not playing well. No, he is playing spectacularly poorly. Like historically.
Stop. No.
Let me finish.
No. Hold on. No.
Let him get off.
No. You gonna let me go.
This nigga is getting me tight, bro.
The entire time we have talked about Daniel Jones' progression. I said you have severely downplayed how poorly this man played. Like G Baby over here talk about some. Hey, I'll tell you what. If Daniel Jones was, and he had more turnovers in his first 20 games than fucking Jamarcus Russell.
Hold on. I can say the same thing. Wait, if Justin Fields was Justin Fields, not Justin, it was Nathan, he'd be out the fucking league. So what are you saying?
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would. He would be out the league. He would be. Okay, hold on, G-Baby, let me ask you this. Do you think Justin Fields should get the treatment like Zach Wilson?
No,
I'm asking for a specific reason. Because Trey said that even though in Daniel Jones such a way he's playing spectacularly poor, that has been Justin Fields' whole career too. His whole fucking career. But he ain't saying shit about that. For Daniel Jones.
So
he loves bringing that Jamarcus Russell shit up when Mitchell Trubisky has the same stats or better than Justin Fields as we speak. And in Chicago. And we all know who Mitchell Trubisky is. Ass. We owe it. Well, as soon as we saw Mitchell Trubisky, what did we see from him? Ass. But so Justin Fields, let's see some more. Let's see this. Let's talk about Luke Getsy. Let's talk about all this other bullshit. But it's for Daniel Jones. He's spectacularly
Wait, Trent. I hear you, Trent.
The common denominator is that they were both partially broken by fucking Matt Nagy, and that's the other part.
Hey, but wait, Trent. I feel where you coming from, 100%. All right, and I'm not even necessarily agreeing with Trey, but hear me out, gang. We know that rookie year, right? Let me finish that rookie year, bro. You know Matt Nagy did not want to play him. And that first game was intentionally putting Justin Fields in spots.
Sabotage.
That week sabotage. Because he didn't want to be wrong about Nick Foles and Andy.
We had Joe.
Wait, Trent. I'm not done. Wait, Trent. I'm not done. Now, because you brought up Mitch Trubisky, right? Mitch Trubisky was also on the way to being trashed until that third year. That defense started going crazy. He kind of had like a Blake Bortles Saxonville year.
Yep.
Where he was still making the same turnovers, but it just wasn't as bad because the defense was elite and the running game was working. And I think they had Allen Robinson there and stuff.
Yep.
Like they were just clicking, right? The turnovers wasn't. Hold up. With Justin Fields, no, he hasn't had that kind of year. Because, let's just say, for example, this year, right? Let's just say Justin Fields was doing the same thing, but defense was elite, running game was working, O-line wasn't as bad. We'd be looking at Justin Fields low-key in them same kind of years, but the difference is, and I know you're going to groan and moan and all that stuff, the only difference is, and I say it all the time, when Daniel Jones came out, projection-wise, didn't think he was going to be shit.
Exactly. That's why.
Hold up. Mitch Trubisky. We all knew that was the dumbest pick.
Yes, and then with Justin Fields, we thought he's gonna be.
Justin Fields had the potential. Wait, because I know you're gonna go crazy. Hold up. That's why a majority of people are willing to hold out longer because they felt the Justin Fields investment. They looked at it and was like, no, you showed us you can be and should be better. Trubisky and Daniel Jones never showed a majority of people.
And you know what's the main?
Yes, I know. Potential.
No. I'm saying this. I'm just really summing up. This is the main issue I have when Daniel Jones, when he played good, it's okay. But when he was playing historically bad, whatever, and we all know that support when Saquon was out, and we had hella people out. We had Joe Judge slaving the Giants as our head coach. But he was one of the worst coaches in the league. We had Jason Garrett, just one of all curls in Madden, one QB sneaks on 3rd and 20. He was getting shitted on. But for Justin Fields, let's talk about this and this and this. But when it was for Daniel Jones, it was just straight Daniel Jones. Why isn't it straight Justin Fields?
Okay, you want to know? Wait, hold on. There's a reason for that, and I'm just gonna say this. And Trent, you're gonna disagree. I don't really give a shit. The reality is this is the issue that I've always had with Daniel Jones, particularly when he first came into the league. The scouting report that I was sold on and that everyone else was sold on about the player that Daniel Jones was coming out of college was quite literally the exact opposite of what we got. We were told that no, he's not special, but he has some athleticism. He can extend plays, but at the end of the day, he's going to be a game manager. He's not going to turn over the ball. He's going to make smart decisions, and he's going to keep your offense on schedule. When he got into the league, he did everything but that.
Is that not okay? Hold on. Okay, now hold on. Okay, now tell me this. You know what I so nasty? No, you know what I so nasty, bro? No. I'm not looking that up. You know what I so nasty? No, scouting report on Justin Fields. Tell me that shit right now.
Oh, I'm getting to that. If you shut the hell up, I get it.
Because you try to make some shit so black and white, dog. That shit is nasty as fuck.
Hey, no, you want the scouting report on Justin Fields? This was the scouting report on Justin Fields. Immensely talented, is a bit of a project, has some mechanical issues that you're going to have to clean up, but he's got a super high upside. There's going to be some growing pains, but if you can fix it, you might have the
exact opposite of that shit.
No,
the exact opposite.
He's actually exactly as advertised. The only difference.
What? Nah, Trey, you losing me, God. That's why this shit gets me so mad. What are you talking about? What? He looks the exact opposite. What upside? That shit is ass. What are you talking about?
Okay, cool. So now you want to act like you stupid.
Nigga, you're acting.
Oh my God. No, because this is what you're not. I'm literally
G baby. Do you see why I get mad at this?
Come on, Trey. I was with you on the Justin Fields support.
No.
Losing game.
This isn't about Justin Fields support. You're not listening. You so caught up on wanting to argue that you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm literally telling you the scouting report on him coming out of college was the dude is a bit of a project. There are mechanical issues that he has to fix. If you can fix the mechanical issues, if you can fix some of the processing, if there can be some level of progress, he will be better.
Okay. Now let me ask you this.
It was a high upside. It was a risky pick. The issue here is there hasn't been much progress, and part of that is due to Matt Nagy in the situation. It's also due to him.
Why was there not progress for Daniel Jones in the beginning of his career? It's the same shit. The same exact thing what you're saying. And then when he finally gets somebody, he acts some type of fucking decent. Does he not?
He looks okay. And this is the part that you're missing. Nobody was sold on Daniel Jones being some kind of high upside project that you were going to have to work on immediately. He was
who
supposed
cares?
To. What do you mean? Who cares?
Who cares? Who gives a fuck? This was one of those arguments. Who gives a fuck?
Stop talking. No, Trent, it's not a who cares, because that entire scouting report, like that builds the perception of how these players are going to be viewed.
Wait, real quick. What I'm trying to tell you here. Hold on. Was people not saying, because you kept saying all this shit about the opposite Daniel Jones, were people not saying Justin Fields was a really good passer coming out of college? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Have you not seen the exact opposite of that bullshit? Have you not? Have you not seen the exact opposite of his fucking throwing ability? Have you not? Yes or no?
Okay, cool. Yes. Now,
so it's the same fucking thing. But you killed Daniel Jones when Justin Fields, it's the same thing.
Okay. You're clearly not understanding what I'm saying. There was a level of expectation that there was going to be some level of growing pains with Justin Fields as a prospect. That was what I'm trying to tell you.
There wasn't
the issue with Daniel Jones. The issue with Daniel Jones was he was supposed to be a ready-made stabilizing force.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. Yes. Hey,
No. Okay, let me go. Because let's not do revisionist history on Daniel Jones.
Coming out of Duke,
we thought it was a reach at number 6 because he was seen as the highest floor, really low ceiling quarterback.
Yes.
That was Daniel Jones coming out.
Yep. I agree.
He's riding off the coattails of the Manning family. That's why he got number 6.
I promise you, when Daniel Jones came out, it was that he didn't have mechanical issues. He didn't have processing issues. It was just, we don't know if he can be Mahomes. We don't know if he can be that level of guy. Now, could he be maybe Kirk Cousins at his best?
Can I be
he
honest with y'all?
Alex Smith? Yeah.
That
was Daniel Jones.
Can I be honest with y'all? Daniel Jones was a first-round pick because it was him and Dwayne Haskins.
No. I'm not saying that
he was a first-round pick because it was him and Dwayne Haskins and nobody else.
I'm speaking to him as a prospect coming out. That's what I think Trey's speaking to too.
That is literally.
Who y'all think Daniel Jones would have been a first-round draft pick in another draft class?
No.
Yeah, I think he would because he has a high floor. I really think that you have the rushing upside and coming out.
You think he still would have been a first-round draft pick?
If Mac Jones was a first-round pick.
What?
What is Mac Jones? What is you talking about a dude that can't run and is just accurate? That's Brock Purdy, and he went 7th round.
Nah, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
All I'm saying is Daniel Jones coming out. Daniel
Jones was a first-round pick by default because it was him and Dwayne Haskins.
I'm not saying that it's not.
None of them quarterbacks was moving nobody.
Now he's
Daniel Jones in a different class would have been a third-rounder game.
This is my main.
He was because he was still mobile and he had a nice floor. Some teams want that.
Tegan, go ahead.
I just read off because I just pulled up NFL.com their prospect thing. This is just going to go back in time to what the expectations were for Daniel Jones. I'm not going to read the whole thing. 3-year starter who operates with a rare level of quality mechanics coming from the college game. He completed just 59.9% of career passes, but his receivers dropped 38 passes alone. Really struggled to get open at times. Jones has good football IQ and is relatively mobile, but he appears to be more of a game manager than a franchise talent. He's more of a day 2 draft pick than a day 1.
Okay.
No, hold on. And the only it's not because of what G Baby's saying. It's because of David fucking Cutcliffe.
Yeah,
it's because of the man.
Now, Tegan, do me a favor. Search up Justin Fields' scouting report. Do me a favor.
Daniel Jones.
And
which is what I said, because even coming out, I said, if I remember when they were on the time, I was like, look, or I think they were the Redskins at the time. The Giants, they're going to pick a quarterback because they feel like they have to. But if they were really freaking smart, they wouldn't, because these aren't going to be the guys to get you where you want to go. Justin Fields was seen as a guy, especially if he would have went where he was supposed to, instead of falling that far, was looked at a guy who, hey, this guy could be a real player for you. The only reason Zach Wilson got picked number 2 was because of that throw he had in the pro day.
Exactly. Now
that is the only reason he got picked number 2. Everybody knew coming in it was T-Law 1, Justin Fields 2.
Now, Tegan, please tell me what was Justin Fields' scouting report.
Okay, so I'm just gonna first preface things. Both of y'all are right. Like, let me be clear. So, because I just read through it real quick, I'm just gonna say some couple things.
Pull up Mac Jones after this.
Okay. Yeah. And then I'll get a takeoff after I say this. Like Dak Prescott before him, Fields enters the league with dual threat capabilities, but is more of a pocket passer with the ability to extend plays or win with his legs when needed. Okay? He sees the field fairly well within the Buckeyes' quarterback-friendly offense, but needs to become a full field reader and prevent his eyes from becoming transfixed on primary targets. He throws open throws with accuracy and velocity thanks to the sturdy platform and good drive mechanics. Now, hold on. Here's the thing. He has a slow operation time and lacks a twitchy trigger, which will require him to work with better anticipation and pressure recognized pre- and post-snaps. Fields operates with a quiet confidence and experience overcoming adversity. He should continue to improve and become an NFL starter within a couple of seasons. Y'all are both right. And Trey's wrong on the fact that it was the opposite effect thing, right? Trent, you were right that he was coming in with the expectation of being a good passer. We didn't see that. But also, Trey was right in saying it was a project that was the expectation that in a couple of years he was going to be the guy.
I wasn't arguing that. Yeah, I wasn't arguing.
I know. I'm just pointing it out. And also, the situation didn't help it, and Justin Fields didn't help it, because guess what? He still has the same damn throwing motion that is slow as hell. When he ran last year, it was great highlights, but I also pointed out it doesn't look twitchy. He has a long running stride. It doesn't
build-up runner.
Like, you know how Lamar Jackson, when he runs, it's shifty. It's real quick snaps. It's
he has to eat short area first.
up and down the field, he's a fast quarterback, but he's not
Biomechanics,
twitchy and
yeah.
shifty.
Yeah,
And that's
but
also on the offensive coordinator for not running
Facts.
design runs because that's what
here's
he's
the
going to do
thing.
best.
I wasn't even arguing the project thing. My thing is, this nigga right here, he slanders this nigga Daniel Jones first 3 years. OD. Don't use no context. Don't remember. Now, mind you, Saquon towards ACL. He done snapped his ankle to a damn bubble. We had fucking practice squad receivers coming out there before Dayball. We had Joe Judge, fucking Pat, whatever fucking nigga name is.
Pat Shermer.
Straight terrible. Straight terrible. He was slandering this nigga with no context. As soon as it for Justin Fields, we gonna bring out all the context in the fucking world. That's my issue. It doesn't add up.
I got you. And here's the thing. I mean, Trey's looking at it from a perspective of he said this on the show plenty of times where he was like, if I'm an offensive coordinator, the reason why I rank Justin Fields high is I feel like I could do more with him, and I feel like I'm limited with Daniel Jones. Am I wrong, Trey?
Nope.
Yeah, okay. The thing with Daniel Jones is I still for years, you improve his situation. And Trent, I swear to God, if you call me a ceiling merchant because I mentioned the damn word.
You are ceiling. You know you are.
I know, but guess what? Coming into it, Daniel Jones had a low ceiling, and even now he has a low ceiling because you think he could be a top 10 quarterback, and guess what? The reality is he can't. He cannot be a top 10 quarterback.
Wait, hold on, Tegan. Why, if Geno Smith can be fucking 10 for you, if he can't, why Daniel Jones can't? Why the fuck he can't be? Why not? What? No.
Yeah.
Let's go through it. Let's go through it.
No troll shit. No troll shit. If you had Geno top 10 this year, even though we all seen you even said, what's his name? You even said that his decision making is not that OD. Yeah, he had that one great year. If he can be at 10 for you, why the fuck Daniel Jones can't be top 10?
So two things.
At 10. I can't.
Two things. Like what G Baby said when he was talking about T-Law, a lot of quarterbacks came out of that top 10. And I think, first of all, I also adjusted my rankings. I put Kirk Cousins at 10. But even if you want to say Geno 11, because it's that tier. Here's the thing. A lot of quarterbacks moved out. And B, Daniel Jones has never been an aggressive thrower of the football. He is a safe motherfucker. He's been like that since college, and he's been like that since now. You say it's always about the situation, when in reality, it's also on him. He's never been an aggressiff guy to take shots. Geno does that. Geno takes the risk shots.
Can I ask you something? Did you see that in the second? Not again. Granted, it's the second half, but for what you saw in that second half, and he keeps doing that forward without not making him aggressive passer, because that's what he looked like in the second half. All that shit you saying, I saw it.
Guess what?
It's the second half. Granted, it's a second. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a second half, but he keeps doing that in the season. It's going to look like an aggressive passer.
Yeah,
I think too.
Wait.
Second half in a third year.
You're missing the point. You're missing the fucking point.
No, I get your point, Trent.
I'm gonna be more aggressive. I'll be more aggressive if I had DK lock it too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm just being honest with you as far as that. Now, Geno, just as
because if you want to talk about if you want to talk about when he was on the Jets, that was never Geno. Never. Yeah. He was a conservative bum.
You gotta weigh the situation.
So real quick, Young, I hear you, and I don't even disagree with you, right? However, to play on the opposite side and a little devil's advocate, right? Not a lot, but a little. Hey, it's a lot easier to be aggressive when you down 28-7. It's a lot easier when you down 3 touchdowns. Right. It's a lot because I want to see you be aggressive in the first half. When it's 0-0, you feel me?
The reason why I say that though, there were times we was getting blown the fuck out the water. You ain't see that shit. You ain't see no aggressive shit at all. Now that I'm seeing it, that we actually have a damn deep threat, it might look different because it's only week fucking 2. Like I said before, I didn't see QBs get in the top 10 range off of half of a season. Like, we didn't see QBs get in this tier off of half a season, Geno. So, if Geno can't do it, if Geno can do it, why the fuck Daniel Jones can't do it? It's only week 2.
Yeah, look, it's early in the year. I think that first game left a lot of sour taste in people's mouth about Daniel Jones. But, I mean, you're right. He could get hot. Like, this might be the game that just be like, Daniel Jones is just like, fuck it. I'm about to just throw it because it works. I got the players now to do it. I don't know. It might do it. Now, if he doesn't, then we're going to have to revisit these conversations.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. G, baby, you're going to be a fan of this one. So we could say the outlier thing because Daniel Jones being aggressive is an outlier in his career right now.
Yep.
Why can't we do the same for Baker? Why is it?
Oh
why
my goodness, Tiggy, you done cooked up a motherfucker. Oh my goodness.
Why can't we do the same with Baker?
Let him know.
Wait,
Why can't we do the same with Baker?
Wait, come on. Wait, but hold on, wait.
with
What
what?
do you mean by that? Wait, what does he even like? No, I'm genuinely asking.
I mean something.
can't this
Baker,
season be
we're
outlined for
seeing,
Baker?
we're seeing, huh?
Like you're saying,
Go
why
ahead,
can't
G-Baby.
this season
G-Baby
be-
got what I'm saying.
Yeah, because
Okay,
Baker,
so,
this shit,
okay,
no,
what do you mean by
wait,
the outlier
because you're
season?
saying, no, because Trent, you're saying we see this all the time with Baker. He has his good games in it. Why can't this shit? Hey, because from these 2 games I've seen, Baker Mayfield, he
And
ain't
I've
making
seen-
no bonehead decisions.
Have we?
He
have
ain't.
we-
He's reading the field.
In the
You know,
okay, so have we not seen Baker with pretty much more talent and still be fucking garbage?
Yes.
of course we have. Yes.
So
But you know what? Hey, Trey talked about it earlier, and he said it on all the shows. Hey, maybe Sean McVay fixed him, and now maybe Byron left. Wait. Maybe Sean McVay
Quarterback
fixed
whisperer.
him, and now Byron Leftwich. Hey, maybe he actually because remember
where was this energy for Byron Leftwich
stop.
last year,
Hey,
man?
no, because wait. Byron Leftwich, I admitted because remember he was supposed to get the Duval job before he said no when they gave it to Doug, right?
Yep.
So Byron Leftwich, I think he was there when Jameis got his 5K. I think he was there for that. But it was like, okay, you got Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady. He been here already. We know what Tom Brady gonna do. He don't need an OC, clearly, right? So I was like, let's see what you doing, because now you got to do. Now you got to deal with Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield, and let's be real, that ain't. We all thinking they tanking for Caleb, right? Hey, Baker come in, and it's not that he just won some games. Nah, he making good decisions. He driving the ball down the field, hitting his receivers on the money. He reading the defenses, making pre-snap reads and stuff we wasn't seeing whoa. So whoa. He was not coming up to the line of scrimmage, making pre-snap reads, making good decisions in Cleveland. He was not doing that shit.
So we've never seen that before. We've never seen Baker make some good decisions in fucking Cleveland. Is that what you're about to tell me? Is that what you're literally about to tell me?
No, I know. I see you're taking it a little too literal. I'm saying in Cleveland, because in Cleveland, I'm saying overall as a whole, he was a handoff to Nick Chubb, handoff to Kareem Hunt. We're gonna play action boot. You're gonna hit this tight end screaming out. He wasn't asked to do much. That's why we killed him, because they literally weren't asking him to do much. You were still fucking it up.
But expectations
over here in Tampa Bay, they're not just handed to the running back play action boot type offense. They're running the same offense they were running with Tom Brady last year. Only difference is their O-line is healthy and Rashawn White's the running back instead of Leonard Fournette.
Decisions before, bro. But you know what?
Sporadically, I'm saying that's why that's Trey. Hey, Trey was kind of right. You're kind of quick to argue right now. Listen,
it's been 2 games.
It is just week 2, but Tegan posed the question. Why can't we? Because if we're saying, hey, this could be
you're going off of the second
for Daniel Jones.
Sample
yeah,
size.
You're going off of second half of Daniel Jones.
No, I didn't. I didn't go.
No. Trent, you said, look, this is what he did in the second half. If he keeps doing that the rest of the season,
I mean, Baker can do it. Baker can do it. That's fine.
That's what all we're saying. Why can't we have this positive outlook?
Why were you so against Baker? We can't be against what Daniel Jones.
Because Trent, and this is the last thing I'll say. You said with Baker, Trent, you said with Baker, man, we didn't see this man do this before and this, that. Not hearing that. Well, we didn't see Daniel Jones look like trash and not hit reads. And I'm not. What if we hit? But you always do this with Daniel Jones. Yeah, but the situation's different. We got this now. We got this. Now.
I've seen Baker in great situations be ass.
But now
so
this is a different. Wait. You can just because yes, he was in a great situation. Yes, but this is a different situation that could be better.
Also, real quick,
for Baker.
Gabe, shut the fuck up. Nobody's saying Baker can be top 10.
I know we're not saying he can be top 10. No,
damn, bro.
Maybe it was a great because we looked at the roster, we looked at the weapons. I mean, we've been saying the Browns are a quarterback away for about 4 years now, right? Because they have it. We looked at all that, right? Maybe, and let's be real, because this is another thing that Trey brought up earlier when we was talking about Kyler Murray. in Cleveland, that's not a scheme that Baker had ran pretty much ever. He was not a undersender handoff play action.
Neither did Watson. Neither has Watson.
Exactly. So now he's in a. That's what I'm saying. Maybe Byron Leftwich is better than we thought because now he's in a situation. They was running this pass happy offense with Tom Brady. That's what Baker is used to. Maybe now Baker's in the right situation for him. So all I'm saying is, if we can have a positive outlook about Daniel Jones because he's in a better situation where he's got the weapons and the deep, why can't we have the same energy? Or that's what Tegan was asking. Why do you scoff at the idea of Baker having that, but you're so adamant about Daniel Jones having it?
Daniel Jones has actually had some good pieces around him. It's the first time
Okay, but
multiple times with Baker Mayfield.
But he's also in the scheme.
He'll be garbage.
Hey, just because you put a collection of talent together, if the scheme don't fit the quarterback play, maybe that doesn't always work.
Atlanta.
And I'm saying that's what that's a good fucking and so that's why we're saying, hey, maybe because look, even with Sean McVay, granted he came off of week 12, but we were like, oh snap, this is the best Baker's probably looked. But we knew he wasn't staying, right? Because we knew Matt Stafford was coming back. They were going to draft somebody. Baker on Tampa, it's not the exact same, but it's similar to the offense he was running in Oklahoma. And it's low-key kind of similar to the offense that he first started running when Greg Williams was the interim head coach, before Freddie Kitchens took over, because whatever reason, it just changed. So with Kevin Stefanski, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we got to see the rest of the season, but maybe Kevin Stefanski, even though they had all the talent, the scheme wasn't suited for what Baker does best. And not only,
you trying to say here,
and even if Baker was 0-2, that's why I don't want to focus on the wins. Even if Baker was 0-2, the way he's been playing is the best he's looked. Real talk. It's the best he's looked. And he ain't sitting back, handing it off, doing play action boots to the tight end. No, he's standing in that pocket, making his reads, scrambling when he needs. The stuff he was doing at Oklahoma. So Byron Leftwich scheme and Kevin Stefanski schemes are two completely different schemes.
So here's my question I got for you, Tegan and G Baby. If Baker keeps this up for the rest of the season, where would you rank him?
What do you mean keep? So what exactly?
Bro, answer.
Can you give me a stat line? Can you give me a stat line, like an example?
I mean, just the way he's playing this.
If he's just playing this well, obviously he's gonna have a bad game, of course. Yeah, but if he's just playing this well,
like where would you rank him in? Because I think a lot of it has to do with expectation. That's my thing.
Top 15.
What?
If he's playing this well,
top 15.
Because look,
are we factoring in injuries like A-Rod out?
Yeah, I'm not ranking A-Rod.
Okay,
I'm not ranking
A-Rod.
Okay.
Because
so
A-Rod we're discounting, and I'm not gonna lie.
So what?
If Watson keeps playing like this, and
I was just about to say,
playing, I would put Baker ahead of Watson.
I'm taking Baker. I was just about to say.
So here's my other question: if Daniel Jones keeps playing like he played the second half, where would y'all put him?
They're in the same tier.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I barely got Daniel Jones top 15.
But wait, how young? No, but young. You said how he played in the second half. He played phenomenal in the second half.
Playing
phenomenal.
Time out.
Daniel Jones keeps. If Daniel Jones keeps
Daniel Jones second half, Baker's playing that same kind of way. Because to me, if I see Daniel Jones playing the second half the rest of the season, he's playing that top 10 football.
Okay, but young. You got to understand that second half he played perfect. He's not doing that all season.
Not even perfect. I'm just saying, like, if
Baker's been playing really good.
I'm just saying,
if they're both playing really good, if they are both playing really good, especially this stretch that Daniel Jones is about to go on without Saquon. Hold up. Especially this stretch, that's because this stretch without Saquon. If Daniel Jones can still be good in this stretch, I'll give it to him. No questions asked. So I'm saying,
especially if he has to play the 49ers on Thursday.
Oh yeah, that's tough.
No, I'm just. But I'm saying
49ers on Thursday.
I know the hypothetical. I know the hypothetical. That's what I'm saying. If they're both playing really good football, right? Really good football. Like, yeah, you're gonna have your bad game. You're gonna have a bad throw, a bad mistake, a bad pick. But if they're, for the most part, relatively playing really good football, I don't see why they both wouldn't be in the same tier. One doesn't come the other.
Wait, hold on. Time out. So, G, where did you have Geno Smith ranked last year?
At the end of the year, he was after the Dak, Kirk, in golf, so like 15, 16, 17 in that range. Daniel Jones was right there too. So
okay, no, I'm okay. All right, I was about to ask because you would have had.
Daniel Jones was right there too.
I was going to ask because there's about to say because if you had Geno any type of lower and you saying Baker's about to be top 15, I'd be the fucking problem.
No.
I would just like to point this out because this is gonna make Trent happy, right? Yeah, if he plays like that second half, he would probably be really close to top 10. But here's the thing. I can go to the convenience store right now and go pick up a lotto ticket, and yeah, I got a chance of winning the lottery. It ain't fucking happening. That's the truth of it.
You say that, but then you had Geno's top 10 last year. And
it's not going to happen.
Wait, you said what's not happening? Daniel Jones top 10?
Daniel Jones playing like that for the entire season in the second half.
Okay, so this is where you're gonna cut. Wait, this is where you're gonna.
And this is where you lose me. Go ahead.
I got you, Trey. Because this is where you're gonna kind of lose me. So you don't think Daniel Jones can stay the same? Do you think Baker can stay the same?
No, I was saying the same thing. Okay. I was saying the same
thing. But wait, hold on.
I wasn't moved by it.
It's the same.
But Tegan, you legitimately just said Daniel Jones isn't going to be sustainable, so he can't be top 10. Geno Smith wasn't sustainable, but you have him at 11.
Thank you.
That doesn't make sense.
Yo. Thank you. That's why I'm saying. Thank you, yo.
Hold on, young. Here's the difference. It's a prediction versus what actually happened. I'm predicting and I'm saying it's not gonna happen. And if I'm wrong, guess what? I'll do full screen. I'll even write an entire essay, thesis and everything on why I was wrong. But guess what?
But you're saying
I predicted that we were gonna have a bottom 3 pick with Seattle as a Seahawks fan because I didn't believe in Geno. And guess what? Some shit happens. I am willing to bet
he didn't play well the second half.
It's not going to happen.
But he
didn't play well the second half.
Huh?
That's my thing. Geno did not play well in the second half of the season, but you still have him top 11. So Daniel Jones,
I think y'all drag how bad it's the same.
Nigga, what? Oh no, my God! But also too, where's Trevor Lawrence in your rankings? Because you always get mad at me for putting him top 10 after 8 games. But like,
two things. I think people drag how Trevor Lawrence played in the first 8, and I also think people drag how Geno played in the second 8. Because y'all say he played like a bottom 5 quarterback.
I'm not gonna say bottom 5, but he was terrible. He wasn't playing like he played that first half. He was terrible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I admit it's a drop off, and then T-Law took a step up. Second of all, what G Baby just say?
I just wanted to know where you had Trevor Lawrence because you stay on.
Okay. So I drag you for recency bias because it seems like you don't have recency bias in your takes. Like there's been times where you've said I'm not recent about it or you're projecting. I've always said that I hold what happened last year very heavily with Jacobs. Trent can know this. I'm consistent on that shit. Like. What happened in the year prior, I hold heavy. An all-pro first team had Jacobs top 3, which I hate this motherfucker at this point. B, I got T-Law at 8. But right now, I got Stafford ahead of him, but that's for another conversation. I hold what happened recently. Yeah. Well, I also didn't rank Stafford.
Stafford was very much a we'll see because I didn't know if his elbow was going to be cooked or not.
We can all agree last year's quarterback rankings was so difficult because you had people are getting benefit.
Tyler got hurt, Tua got hurt, Stafford got hurt, Russ was bad.
Watson, Brady retired.
So I feel you on that. Hey, but can we talk about a take that I had about what month is it? We in September, right? Can we talk about a take I had about maybe 6 months ago? That's starting to come to fruition, like I said it would.
Hold on.
Can we talk about Najee Harris being the new?
Hold on. Because I know what you're about to say. Because we got to talk about the opposite person. So
okay, all right, fresh.
It's because you brought up the Browns earlier. Is it time to give up on Deshaun Watson?
They can't because they got so much money into him.
I was like, everything guaranteed, so they ain't got no choice.
I'm gonna give up on him.
They got too much money. Like if they give up on him, they would have to go with DTR, but they're not gonna be able to field a team around them if they cut him. Like it's really a lose-lose. So they have to kind of just ride it out and see where they can do with it. I think they're running the wrong scheme for him personally. I think that's just like G Baby was saying with Baker Mayfield. Deshaun's not really a under center kind of guy. As much as Stefanski wants to do it, that's not his style.
But I think he's doing it because he has Nick Chubb. Like, and I think he's trying to. And I'm going to give a little bit of credit to Stefanski because he at least tried to build around the roster he had as opposed to fit the roster to his scheme, which a lot of coaches I think struggle with sometimes. However, the 2 quarterbacks that he's used in the situation to try to do that, or the 3 quarterbacks, the only one that has looked the best is Jacoby Brissett. If we're keeping it a buck. But Jacoby Brissett's that kind of quarterback. So I think, so there's 2 things. One, the Steelers always play the Browns tough.
Yeah.
Especially in the most recent years, even when they sucked. And that Steelers defense is just elite. Like, every time I doubt them, they come out and do something like this. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys are like that. You guys are well coached. So even though I've been killing other people for week 2, Deshaun Watson deserves to be killed because he was playing like doo-doo. But I want to see what he does without Nick Chubb because they're not going to be as run heavy because as much as Jerome Ford can be the RB1 and Kevin
They might bring in
Stefanski's
Kareem Hunt.
he's not Nick Chubb. Yeah, Trent, which I told you.
They can keep Jerome Ford.
They can, but I'm saying why not get familiarity? Because if Jerome Ford goes down, what you gonna do, right? So
they're gonna bring him in regardless, man. Like even if Jerome Ford goes down, man.
Yeah. So what's it called? I want to see what he does when they're not run heavy. Because there was I feel like if you watch that game, even though it was crazy, you had 3 people fumbling the ball in 10 seconds and all the picks and all that, right? I think the Steelers had 6 turnovers or 5 or 4, whatever it was, 4 fumbles and 2 picks or whatever. There was also times where, okay, Deshaun, that was a nice throw, hitting them on the money. Okay, Deshaun, you pushing the ball. Okay, it just wasn't consistent. And I think another thing that we haven't talked about enough, his ability to escape pressure in the pocket has definitely declined. I don't know if it's because he's not thinking is smart or because he just can't do it. It could be both. Because there's times where I'm like, Deshaun, run forward. Just run forward, and I promise you'll get that first down. But he'll be jumping back and he'll try to I don't know what he's doing. He thinks he got agile extender or something. I don't know. But there was times I'm like, bro, I get it. You're getting pressured. You see that little lane right there? Just run forward and slide. I promise you'll be okay.
Is there an archetype of quarterback that's less talented in the league that you think would fit this Browns offense and be better? Like if you put Jimmy G in there and they still have Nick Chubb, do you think that offense is better or worse?
Yes, because that style fits Jimmy G's type of quarterback.
Trey, what'd you say?
Brock Purdy, Kirk Cousins. Those guys that get under center, a lot of play action, a lot of just hand the ball off and be accurate. That's really what that's Stefanski.
And Trey, I'm not saying they would win. I'm not saying they would win more because they're not as talented.
The
offense would look much better with those kind of guys. Because right now this is 2 quarterbacks now. This is 2 quarterbacks now that we've seen this little under center play action boot.
What did he say? Repeat.
Jimmy G would be a more efficient.
I said relax. I said the offense would look smoother with a quarterback that fits that type of style. That's just facts.
Okay. I did mention
it would
Jimmy
look
G.
smoother. Deshaun Watson is a talented.
Okay.
Yes, Jimmy G in that offense. I think the offense will look smoother because that's what Jimmy G does. He hands the ball off, play action, dinking. He's going to make his read. Deshaun Watson's not that quarterback. We've seen it now with 2 quarterbacks who don't fit that style.
Okay.
You've seen it now.
Hey, but wait. There's a part of this that you're missing, which is why I immediately shook my head at Jimmy G. If you wanted to say Mac Jones or somebody like that, maybe. The issue with Jimmy G being in that offense is that the other part about Kevin Stefanski's offense, it's not just the running part and the play action. It's not like a play action where it's like, oh, okay, boot, and we're just gonna run little crosses here. Like, no, he's trying to take shots off of play action.
Yep.
Jimmy G is awful at the 3rd level as a passer. He does not fit that offense. He can do some of the intermediate stuff, but if we're talking about like really being able to like, oh, okay, cool.
He can't push the ball downfield.
We boot or we fake this counter. I set my foot, turn my back to the defense, turn around, and I hit this 30-yard over. No, that's not him.
Okay.
Like, there are other guys you can put in the offense.
The overall point.
Not Jimmy.
So fine, Jimmy G, fine. There are definitely guys that would look smoother. They're not as talented as Deshaun. There are other guys you can put in this offense, and it would look much smoother than it's looking right now. And yeah, like if you play the Steelers and TJ Watt is killing your right guard, there's not a quarterback that's going to do anything about that. Not even Mahomes. Like there's not a quarterback that's going to do anything about that. But right now, and here's the two examples that I'm going to give. Why I think I'm going to start doubling down on the fact that maybe Kevin Stefanski's scheme is not fitting these quarterbacks, right? Deshaun Watson, Mac Jones. Look at how good they look with Bill O'Brien as their OC.
Damn.
Deshaun Watson has looked the worst with Kevin Stefanski. And I think Kevin Stefanski is a good coach. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good OC. Bill O'Brien, Deshaun Watson, even though Bill O'Brien's a horrible GM, knew what he was doing. Mac Jones, it's 2 games, but he's looking much better than he did. Much better than he did his rookie year.
Maybe I needed to start putting more respect on Bill O'Brien because he was getting OD slandered. Yeah, the GM shit, that's ass.
But he's getting slandered for the GM. He was getting slandered for the GM stuff. I don't think he got slandered as a coach.
Because you bit off more than you can chew. Sometimes you have to know your role in the ecosystem. He did not know his role in the ecosystem.
And that's perfectly fine. I think but as a coach, X's and O's, and I don't think he had a problem.
He's good. No, he's good.
And then with Mac Jones, let's keep it a buck. Mac Jones, even though they lost to Tua and they lost to Philly, he's looked the best since that rookie year when he was on his little run getting good. He's looked the best since then.
Only up from there. Like from
last year.
It was
you're right, but even then I think he's low-key looking a little better than he was that first year. And all we wanted him to do was get back to that. So I feel like Bill O'Brien, and then the other example I'm gonna use, even though it's 2 games, hey, Baker Mayfield with Byron Leftwich, he didn't look this good in Cleveland. And they're running a completely different scheme.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, you got to what's the name? Yeah, you got to echo. So I just put you on mute right there.
But overall, maybe Kevin Stefanski just doesn't have the right quarterback for his scheme. Maybe.
Well, Stefanski came from the Vikings, right?
Yeah, but he was running that boot play action stuff with Case Keenum stuff too. Like that's why. Like he got what?
So we haven't seen like a quarterback elite talent, right? Not.
Is he lagging or am I lagging?
Yeah, you're lagging.
Oh.
Yeah. I think.
One second.
Yeah, she was just lagging for a second.
But I don't know if Stefanski was there with Kirk Cousins the first year. I don't think he was. He might have been. Oh, actually, he might have been. He might have been with Kirk Cousins the first year, and then he left. Because I think when did Baker get drafted? 18.
Yeah.
So he was there the first year with Kirk. So you know what I mean? Like maybe the scheme does not fit. Because who was the OC for Minnesota in the years before McConnell got there from the Rams?
I do not know.
I'm pretty sure Kevin Stefanski wasn't.
No. He left in 18, and this dude from the Rams just got there a year ago. So who was the OC in between? I don't know who the OC in between was, but overall, that's why I feel like Kevin Stefanski's scheme, it doesn't fit the style that these quarterbacks are. Even though you think on paper, oh yeah, we're gonna run the ball and we're gonna play action off of that. You think that should work. Hey, this is 2 quarterbacks now where he just might not.
So
Kevin Stefanski was in 2019. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Did you have it?
No, go ahead.
Am I lagging again though?
No, you're good now.
Okay. It was Stefanski till 2019. I didn't even realize this. This is a name I'm pulling out the back. Gary Kubiak in 2020.
Gary Kubiak, bro.
Yep.
And then it was Clint Kubiak in 21.
Mm-hmm. Gary Kubiak. I forgot he got that job.
Damn,
This man came out of retirement.
But also, go ahead and G baby, you got the floor. So I'm already knowing what you about tight timing you on. So
Yeah, because for the people in the chat, about 6-7 months ago, maybe 8, maybe 5, I said if Najee Harris does not come back this year and perform like he did, he is going to be the new age Trent Richardson. I had Trent on my head, Doug, Dawson, anybody who was there on my head. What? G baby, you're dragging it. G baby, what are you talking about? You're so nasty. You're G-bot. Am I nasty now? Am I nasty now? Because Najee Harris, gang, what is you on, my dude? You look bad. You are cooked, gang. You do not look good.
Okay, bro. Like, it's only week 2. And in the second half last year, he still looked pretty solid. Like, he looked pretty solid. Bro, give it some time. Calling him Trent Richardson.
Do y'all remember Trent Richardson had 2 good
Richardson, one of the biggest NFL running back draft busts of all time? That's what you're calling him? Chill.
Hey. When I say new age Trent Richardson, it don't gotta be at the same. He ain't gotta be a top 5 worst RB bust in the league, in league history. However, the reason why I compared it to him, because if y'all remember Trent Richardson coming out of Bama, it was like, oh my, Alabama didn't have a track record of putting out RBs. Trent Richardson was looking pretty good. He came in, he had 2 good seasons first? He had back to his rookie year and the sophomore year. I think were pretty good seasons.
He had a.
Oh, it was just the rookie year? It was just the rookie year? Okay. So the rookie year came in.
Yeah,
and then he fell off a cliff. Fell off a cliff. It was crazy. Najee Harris. Bro, y'all got to understand. The reason why y'all kind of be losing me, they've had a bad O-line all 3 years. Every year Najee's been here, they've had a bad O-line. They had a bad O-line when Ben was here. They had a bad O-line both years of Kenny Pickett. That O-line hasn't been good since he's been here. But we had people putting Najee top 10 to 12 after his rookie year, though. He was top 10 to 12. So that was under a bad O-line. I don't want to hear the bad O-line excuses now. And his vision is god awful. His vision is horrific. I can have better vision than him right now.
Stop.
Oh, I thought you kicked me off the thing. I was like, what happened?
If we talk about vision, we still got to drag DeAndre Swift.
We can drag him later. Najee Harris, gang. Nah,
Jalen Warren's better. Jalen Warren's a better running back.
Yes.
I'm not going that far.
Bro,
I'm not going that far.
But
Jalen Warren's Tony Pollard and Najee Harris is Zeke Elliott. Make the move.
I'm not going that far, but you know what I will say? What's old boy from the Rams, Kylan Williams? He looked like he got better vision than Najee right now. And he got a battle line too.
So who y'all taking right now? Kylan Williams or Najee Harris?
I don't know.
Give me Najee Harris. I'm sick of this stupid shit.
Trey, you want to know why you're taking Najee Harris? For the same reason you taking Justin Fields, because of the talent and potential. I'm going based off what I've seen.
So y'all niggas is basically jacking that Jalen Warren is better than Najee Harris.
Oh no, that's Tegan. I'm not.
So Tegan? Because I'm not gonna lie, this is getting clipped. Tegan, you saying right now that Jalen Warren is better than Najee Harris?
Yeah, just start the bro. Like, I don't know what y'all see in Najee Harris. Now, is it Matt Canada's fault too? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Was Matt Canada not there his rookie year?
No. I'm not saying Matt Canada is the correlation for Najee not having vision and looking slow, but like the Matt Canada's an issue. But I also think that Jalen Warren looks like a better running back.
So you're basically saying that Najee Harris isn't a top 25 back.
Let's check. Let's check. Let's hold up before we
Hey,
keep
yo.
pushing.
Hey, yo.
Wait. Let's really dive into this, okay?
All right, man. All right. Hey, it's just for the clip. We about to name. You say you about to name 25 running backs.
I'm gonna try to get to 25 names. We're gonna see if I can do it.
I'm gonna blow this whistle when I hear bullshit.
You gonna be blowing it real soon.
Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor. Okay, I'm sorry. Before I'm gonna restart. Mind you, this is not in order because this list that I'm looking at is old.
Mm-hmm.
So there's certain names that aren't on here that I'm going to mention.
Names.
So this is not in order. And I will make sure that's not in order. Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Alvin Kamara, Nick Chubb, Saquon, CMC, Austin Eckler, Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs, Javonte Williams, Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall, Bijan Robinson. I don't care that it's been 2 games. Tony Pollard. That's what, 15?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, I was getting to him.
In 2 games. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, I didn't say his name. Dalvin Cook is still better, even though he's cooked too. Dalvin Cook is still better.
Not cooking. Come on, keep going.
Miles Sanders. I'm at 18.
That's where
I
Wait,
don't know if I can say it. Wait.
Did you say ETN?
Oh, I did it. ETN. That's my team.
Damian Pierce.
That's 20.
Stop, bro.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Y'all are wild.
I don't want to say him because he's hurt all the time.
I swear to God.
I'd
take James Conner. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know about James Conner, but hey, at this point, Tyler Algier.
Hey, you can throw. Hey,
David Montgomery.
No. Hey, yo.
J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, no. You're getting
J.K. Dobbins.
No, he's about to get kicked off. Not yet.
Jamal Williams.
No. Nah, y'all dead trolling, bro. Y'all dead trolling.
I think there's a running back I'm missing.
Who are you missing?
That I feel like I should have said.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You missing me with these. You missing me with them.
Do I like that team? I don't. Hold up.
Which one were you most upset about?
I'm not hearing Pacheco. I'm not hearing Algeria. I'm not hearing.
Why aren't you hearing Pacheco?
You want to hear something, Trent? You want to hear something? Najee Harris is closer to Tank Bigsby than he is Isaiah Pacheco.
Oh my God. Did I say Joe Mixon?
Yeah.
I said Joe Mixon. Did I say Javonte Williams?
Yes. The only person
You didn't say Brian Robinson.
No, stop. Shut up.
No, Brian Robinson. That's the one I'm forgetting. Brian Robinson. Absolutely. Oh, Ramondre Stevenson. That's 26. That's 26.
Bro, majority
DeAndre Swift.
That back has the
DeAndre Swift. That's 27.
Stop. Now y'all dead.
I take Elijah Mitchell before I take Najee Harris.
Wow. All right. We're just being gross now.
We just.
Hey, he better than Rashad Penny though.
Shut up, bro. Let's just move on because we get to the 2 hour mark. We're gonna miss some of these. We already talked about the Browns.
Oh, you didn't say James Cook either. Sorry.
Shut up. Anyways, even though Tegan, you're finished. TikTok is about to fry the fuck out of you. I can't lie. They're about to fry the fuck.
Najee Harris don't move me, and I know TikTok don't move them.
Yo, all right, bro. All right, let's talk about the Chargers real quick. They go on to lose to the Titans. Do we hit the panic button yet?
No, but you hit the fire button on Brandon Staley.
You said who?
I said you should hit the fire button on Brandon Staley.
I agree. Baby Tegan.
Like, no. Like, let me get this off real quick. Y'all fired Anthony Lynn for this. Like, real shit.
Might as well.
Like, y'all threw Anthony Lynn out and tried to act like it was all his fault. Then you hired a quote unquote defensive genius, gave him all these pieces on defense, and the defense has gotten worse every single year. Oh, and by the way, your quarterback, who is immensely talented, still plays like a robot when you need him to actually be creative and play above board because your coach actually isn't as good as he thinks he is and keeps fucking up. So, no, it's not time to hit the panic button because they still have talent and their quarterback is young. But it's time to fire dude.
The reason why I'm saying hit the panic button, yeah, you'd say it's 2 weeks. But the problem is if they were 1-1, I wouldn't trip about it. Even if they pulled it out against the Titans and it still looked rough against the Dolphins, and say they went 1-2, I'd be fine. Problem being, statistically, it's super unlikely since they've expanded the playoff to 7. Only one team who has started 0-2 has made the playoffs. And that was the last year's Bengals. And I'm telling you right now, that Chargers team, I don't think is the Bengals. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's the same shit with Daniel Jones. If he ends up proving to be a top 10 quarterback, then so be it. But the thing is, I think I'm living in the world where I'm assuming that they don't make the playoffs. And now we're looking at, you had the rookie year with whatever happened with Tyrod Taylor. That's his rookie year. That's a wash. Next year, you have the Raiders game when you almost made the playoffs and you didn't get the job done. In the words of G Baby, get the job done. Then you have the playoff game. And then, by the way, the reporter who asked him about the playoff game like 2 days ago, you're nasty. You're more nasty than all 4 of us. But outside of that, if we end up statistically, they do not make the playoffs, this man's just Dan Marino. Let's keep it a buck. Let's call a spade a spade. He's talented.
I'm going to bring up I'm going to bring up their non-division schedule. Just for the next couple games. Non-division, right? Because division games, you never know what can happen. You know, they could split with all 3 of them. Vikings, Cowboys, Bears, Jets with Zach Wilson, Lions, Packers, Ravens, Patriots. Because the Chargers have not shown the ability to be trustworthy, if they go 3-3 in that little 6-game stretch, like as much as I think they should beat the Vikings, can they lose to them? Yes.
The Vikings offense can torch that defense.
Exactly.
And then it's a game.
Exactly. And it's like, which one do you want? Which one do you want to trust more right now? Kirk Cousins or
J.C. Jackson versus Jettas? Oh.
And Keenan's probably going to fry whoever CB, Cam Dantzler, whoever the CB over there. Then they have the Cowboys. Now, the way the Cowboys have looked, it could just be because of the teams they played and the quarterbacks they played. But that defense looks legit. That can be an L. They play the Bears. They'll probably win that.
Dog walking.
They play the Jets.
They're dog walking.
Don't know which Jet. I don't know if it's a dog walk because I don't know what Jets defense is showing up.
You see Zach
Wilson? I don't know which Jets defense is. I'm not trusting Zach Wilson, but
hey, if Sauce
I don't know.
Traveling.
Again, I don't know what Jets defense is showing up.
He getting bait.
You hope, right? And then they play the Lions, who they can lose to the Lions.
They can, but that's not
the Packers. I don't know what team they are yet because they just gave up a big lead to the Falcons, so I don't know. And then the Ravens and Patriots, and they can lose to both of those teams.
They can lose to both. They have a lot of games they can lose. So yeah.
Yes. And then they play the Bills later on.
Hey, also, Quan, shut up, nigga. Weak ass Jets fan. Sick of you niggas.
So the Chargers, if they go 3-3 in that little six game stretch, the division they can get swept by the Chiefs. I don't think they will, but they can.
And they probably go 1-1 with the others.
Yeah, like
the Raiders, the only team they game on them.
I was gonna say the only team I think they're going to sweep is the Raiders. but the Raiders can still pull a game as well.
But would it shock you if they got one game?
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't, because Jimmy G is a winner. So,
disgusting.
I don't know what the Chargers are going to be, but the fact that you follow up last year, if you miss the playoffs, especially with Deshaun looking how he has, the Bengals looking how they have, with those two teams that we just assumed would be lots. Oh, and Aaron Rodgers not being there. That's three teams that we assumed would just be in the playoffs. With those three teams probably teetering, if you don't make the playoffs, especially after last year, if he still has a job, then he's got something. He's got something on the GM. The GM probably hooked up with a prostitute, and the coach knows he's holding it over his head. Something. It's got to be something OD.
Has Quinn Johnson done anything in the first 2 weeks? Has Quinn Johnson been involved at all these 2 weeks?
Who?
Quinn Johnson.
The first round pick, Quinn Johnston.
No,
he been involved.
I know week 1 he didn't do shit. I don't know about week 2. Week 1,
Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen looked like he back.
No,
so like my thing
Palmer over him.
Yeah, so Josh Palmer is getting more targets. Josh Palmer had 5.
I'm just saying,
Quinn Johnson had 2.
You wasted a first. There's time for.
I mean, in fairness, that pick that they got, the pick that they drafted him for, even though he's not playing right now. Yeah, because they had nothing else. The Chargers, bro, literally have on paper the perfect team to compete for a Super Bowl. They have the secondary, they have the pass rush, they have the not only the corner, because I think if they just stop.
Well, they do have Kenneth Murray at linebacker. That's a hole.
Yeah, he's one of the worst linebackers in the league.
Okay, sure, but even then, they should still be competing. Now, obviously, J.C. Jackson, hey, stop putting him in zone. He's even if they just stop running zone all the damn time and play a little bit more man, J.C. Jackson should look a little bit better. That team is good enough with the offense, especially when Eckler's there and they're healthy. With that offense, they should be competing for a Super Bowl. Because let's be real, on paper, what's the difference between their defense and the Chargers defense? And the Chiefs defense. The Chargers defense should be better.
Because I can't. This is the only time I can talk about this because Mookie will drag it. But talent-wise, objectively, now there's Mahomes, but talent-wise, is it a major gap between Mahomes and Herbert?
No.
Is it a major gap? Talent.
No.
Talent. Not between the ears, not everything else, but talent-wise, it's not a big gap.
No. And I would say if we're being honest, if we're talking about physical traits, you could make an argument that he might have the edge because he's actually a better runner. The issue is he still plays like a fucking robot. He has no creativity. He will do exactly. I don't give a damn. You can put this if you want to. He does exactly what you ask him to do, but he will not raise the ceiling of your team because there is no creativity to his game. It has been an issue. No, it's not consistent. He shows it in flashes, but he doesn't do it consistently. He didn't do it consistently when he was in college.
Okay, hold on. So you know how many quarterbacks we can do this with? In the top 5 rankings?
No. See, that's the thing.
You know how many quarterbacks we do this with?
Stop. Because you here to argue. There aren't that many quarterbacks that are that physically talented in the NFL that don't have some level of creativity that they play with. I'm sorry. There are guys who are less talented than him that are more creative.
Is Daniel Jones more creative?
No. And he's less talented.
Of course he's less talented. Why is he not more creative?
Hey,
he was never creative.
Let me get this off, and then I know G about to dip soon, so we gotta get to the last game, whatever. But I don't know. I generally have a question for not in that VR, but just for the people. Why can't why can't Justin Herbert be the Dan Marino of his generation? Why can't he? All you winning Glazers, for some reason, y'all shit on Justin Herbert, but y'all praise Dan Marino because he threw for 5K in the 80s, and in the rest of his career, he was a loser. If Justin Herbert stays like this, and he just loses the rest of his career, why can't he be the Dan Marino of his generation? He gets mad slander, OD. But y'all glazed Dan Marino because he was ahead of his time.
Because Dan Marino at that time is viewed how Patrick Mahomes is viewed in this time. The only difference is no, I'm explaining why.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes at this point, there's nothing that he can do at this point that's going to make us think Patrick Mahomes is not the best quarterback in the league. We feel like he's been established. The fact that he came in off the rip doing what he was doing, Patrick Mahomes, let's keep it a buck, has a Hall of Fame career right now in year 5.
Yeah,
if we're just being honest.
Yeah,
but how many people can you say have done that? And at the time, Dan Marino, year 2, doing something that hasn't ever been done, in their minds, Dan Marino was probably a Hall of Famer by year 5.
Because
oh, wait, quick before I was like, here's a perfect example. Eagles Nation. Yeah, Dan Marino went to a Super Bowl and he fucking choked. If Justin Herbert say magically the Chargers go to the Super Bowl and Justin Herbert would choke a Super Bowl, you know how crazy he'll get killed for that? It'll be it'll be worse than the 28-0 comeback. It'll be worse.
Well, I mean,
it'll damn near be worse.
Sorry, I misheard what you said. But
yeah, I misheard it too. I was like, what? No,
yeah, I thought you said like 28-3.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I was like, I don't know if it.
Talking about the Justin.
This is one of the craziest classes ever.
So with the Marino thing, because I tried to read it. I mean, I wasn't born like back then. Rooster probably was, but like,
Trey probably was too.
So, damn.
Ass up. I was born in '93.
So,
you don't act like you act like you was born in '84.
So the thing with Marino, it's kind of the same. We've never seen a Mahomes before, and back then, no one saw a Marino before. So people are always going to kind of hold him in a different light just because he was the anomaly. Like the same thing with Michael Jordan coming in as a guard. No one saw a quarterback with that quick of a release, that dominant as a passer. Like that's just one thing. And B, the one concern I have about Herbert is coming out of college, there was reports, and I've seen guys that were really local to Oregon that were always kind of questioning his. This is such a vague thing because you can't quantify it. They questioned his drive and his competitiveness and his leadership. We see Mahomes get angry when he doesn't get on the field. Obviously, you can only see so much as a fan. I don't know if that competitive drive is close to what Mahomes has versus Herbert.
So
because there's questions about it since college.
So I said this on Gridiron. I'm gonna say it here, and I'm actually gonna go 2 routes with this. What you're saying, I'm not saying you're doing it, Tegan, but what you're saying sounds like the killer instinct argument.
Yeah, it does.
I hate that argument because you can be a great, even the best in the world, and not have a quote unquote killer instinct. Some niggas are just that talented and they just do this because it's a way for them to get paid. Not everybody loves the game. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying Herbert doesn't love the game, but not that's real. There are people who are literally doing this. That's why you see, like, real talk. You ever notice that so many people can just go from basketball and just go play tight end? Like, people do it because, hey, I'm probably not going to get drafted in the NBA. Hey, but I can go make a little bit of money in the NFL. 4-year basketball players going to play tight end 1 year and then get drafted. Like, some people just do it because they can and it'll make them money. I'm not saying that's Herbert, but that's the reality of the situation. Also, too, the thing with Herbert, he could just be a mild-mannered individual. Maybe he wasn't the guy who was doing all the yelling, rah, rah, and all that. That's not who everybody is. Like, that's just the fact of the matter. I've seen, like, granted, I'm not in the NFL clearly because I'm talking here, but I've had players, best players on the team, quiet, keep to themselves. Yeah. They have their friends, but they not the ones. They not the ones in the huddle getting everybody hyped for the game.
Yeah, that was me.
So like I'm not bringing it up as like the main point.
Yeah, no.
I'm honestly just confused, like everyone else, on why this isn't working. And so I have to go deep as killer instinct because honestly, I just watched Shedeur Sanders go on a 98-yard drive and have that dog in him and get the job done. It's college. I'm not comparing NFL.
I know.
Sometimes you just go get the job done. And I just watched him on that Titans drive choke that ball.
So here's my thing. Let's say Herbert in overtime has the ball at the 2 has a 98-yard drive to win it. Are we now saying he has killer instinct and he got
No.
that dog in him?
Nobody's
No, we're not.
No.
So that's why my thing is, even if let's say he doesn't choke that lead, let's say he makes it to the AFC Championship last year, he still doesn't have the killer instinct. He's still a quiet, mild-mannered. And my biggest problem, we're saying he doesn't have, that dog in him, that killer instinct. Did we not just have a whole narrative about him being a social media quarterback? How you mild-mannered, but you a social media quarterback?
But wait, no.
Like, how does he not have that?
I think now when Acho said the social media quarterback shit, it was when you watch his highlights,
fans. It was
it's
fans.
like you see the pretty throws and you see all that shit, but when it's really coming down to getting it done, he can't. And also, real quick,
because he is mild mannered. Objectively, he's a mild mannered guy.
Yeah, facts. So let's get this shit out the way. Justin Herbert is clearly better than Phillip Rivers. So please, I'm sick. Stop bringing
Fluent
that.
Got to chill. Fluent got to stop on
Yeah,
that.
stop. I'm saying this shit need to probably get clipped up, G baby. Please stop comparing Justin Herbert to Phillip Rivers. Justin Herbert does everything better than Phillip Rivers. There's not probably a single thing that you can name that Phillip Rivers does better than Justin Herbert. So I don't know why
that probably lose better than Justin Herbert. That's it.
Like I don't know why y'all always try to bring that up. Like just because he's going to be this generation's Dan Marino. Even if he makes to an AFC Championship, like just because Marino got there,
and that's not a slight either.
It's not a slight because most of the people, I know a lot of people that say Marino's top 5, Marino top 6 all time. Then people even say Marino top 3.
It's just his talent. His talent could be more than top 5 if we're keeping it a buck. But Marino, though it's not a slight, just caps how high at least I can put him. I can't.
And you know what's so crazy? What's so crazy? If Herbert wins, let's just say 2 rings in his career, why wouldn't he be in the top 5 conversation?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't he be?
I think he'd be above.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Above Favre.
Is he not more like even though I'm a fan of him, is he not more talented than Drew Brees?
Yes.
Bro, let's keep it a buck.
Is he not? Maybe not more talented than Aaron Rodgers, but
let's keep it a buck, G-Baby.
He's more talented than Joe Montana.
Let's keep it, G-Baby. Let's keep it a buck. Some of these QBs, majority of these QBs, like Marino, I don't know, Marino, Mahomes, Burrows, if stays healthy, if Lamar stays healthy, if Herbert stays healthy, he can get you a champ or 2, or stay really great for this career.
Don't forget
a lot of these quarterbacks are better than these quarterbacks in the back half of these top 10s. Like for the niggas, I think I say Ben Roethlisberger, Brett Favre,
John
Elway for sure. Like
Johnny Unitas.
Like there are 10 quarterbacks in the league right now where if they finish their career with a championship and they play
they're top 10.
They're top 10.
Yes,
there are 10 quarterbacks in the league right now. If they finish, like for example, I'll keep it a buck. Why ain't Matt Stafford got an argument for top 10? Real talk. Why ain't Matt Stafford got an argument?
I mean, he does, considering the fact he's also top 11 in all-time passing yards.
People haven't thought about it because we think people, all the old heads think that the new gen is disrespectful. But if we keep it in the buck, like I said, Mahomes, he's already there. He's already top 5. You already missed it. Already there.
Yeah, we ain't got.
Burrow stays healthy. If Burrow stays healthy and he gets a chip, he's a top 10 quarterback of all time. If Lamar Jackson, yes. Joe, yes, I would take Joe Burrow over.
I need. Well, hold on. I need an
Joe Burrow stays
MVP. I need an
healthy,
MVP.
Why?
You need an
Drew
MVP.
Brees ain't got one.
Why you need
and
it?
I kind of get. I'm just saying because Brees got the outlier of stats where he's leading in a bunch of stuff. Like I don't know, Burrow just getting a ring automatically.
No, because here's the thing. No, because I'm gonna be.
I think he needs.
I'm gonna be so dead ass right now. I'm so dead ass right now. You're not telling me. Oh shit, Luke is back. You're not telling me that John Elway is better than Joe Burrow.
He's a better quarterback than Joe.
I don't give a fuck what you try to talk to me about.
MVP,
how to narrate it. You're not telling me that John Elway is better than peak Joe Burrow. And John Elway is in these top 10 combos. And if we keep it honestly, he kind of is by default, but he's in these combos. So if Joe Burrow stays the way he is, he stays the way he is, maybe he gets a ring, and maybe he's like, maybe, and if he for sure gets an MVP, because the MVP that John Elway won, Jerry Rice scored more total touchdowns than the nigga. So I can give a fuck about John Elway's MVP.
Hey, if we keep it a buck, I'm gonna take it a step further. If we talk about if MVP is the only separator, let's keep it a buck. Why can't Matthew Stafford be over John Elway? Why can't
I'm gonna need you to clip that.
Why can't Matthew Stafford be over John Elway? He was on a losing situation. First time he got in a winning situation, what'd he do?
It's a question.
What'd he do? The first time he got in a team that was actually credible, what'd he do? Played him. He wasn't like perfect, but like even the game where the Bucs were coming back, everybody else was selling, not Matt Stafford. Because that was the big thing about Matt Stafford. He's gonna blow you the game. It was Cam Akers fumbling twice and Cooper Kupp fumbling and Van Jefferson or whoever it was. 4 fumbles in the second half that were not all on Matt Stafford. And what did Matt Stafford do with the game on the line? What did he do all playoffs with the game on the line?
Is this logic only for quarterbacks?
I think it's for receivers too.
Wait. Receivers about what though?
I'm talking about
I'm not talking about no rings when it comes to receivers.
I'm talking about players in this. I think players usually because
Tyreek Hill can really be top 10.
You can't really. I think later down the line, hey, bro, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I don't think he is right now.
I mean, Devontae Adams could be in that back half of top 10 too.
I think Devontae Adams is already. I'm not gonna lie.
So then Tyreek should be 10 for you.
Not 10. So Tyreek Hill, okay. Devontae Adams is there for me. Tyreek Hill is basically like peak. He's there.
Jetta's on his way.
Jetta's on his way. And if Jamar Chase stay
Marvin
healthy,
Harrison Jr.
All right, relax.
Tell me about Marvin Harrison Jr. He's gonna be better than his daddy. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be better than his daddy.
When Tyreek Hill retires, like if you want to do the all-time argument, he for sure has a case. But nobody wants it because we all stuck on nostalgia. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Tyreek Hill is way better than Michael Irvin. You ain't telling me shit. You ain't telling me a damn thing. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. I don't give a fuck what you tell me.
I'm not gonna lie. Is Michael Irvin
trying to make the argument? You're not telling me Michael Irvin is
let's keep it a buck.
Julio or Michael Irvin?
Julio, what the hell is that nigga?
Julio, what the
years?
No, I'm
Michael
Irvin. Wipes. Dude, that's not a conversation we trying to have. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Michael Irvin. Let's keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck, y'all.
Here goes Trey.
Because I'm gonna have to go soon.
Here come the old head trying to come up.
Hey, is Michael Irvin top 15? Is Michael Irvin top 15?
Steve Smith and Michael Irvin.
Hold on. Here's the thing with that, G-Baby. G-Baby. Here's the thing with that. Trey, here's the thing with that. I mean, G-Baby, here's the thing with that. If we're doing peak, you're not telling me Michael Irvin not top 15. You're not telling me he is. He's not there. He's not there. He done fell down the ranks because there's been mad receivers that are better.
Even if we talk all time, like even if we talk about like peak, everything combined.
Wait, slow down.
Is Ocho Cinco not over Michael Irvin?
Oh
is
my
Steve
God.
Smith not over Michael Irvin?
All right.
Devontae, Julio, Marvin Harrison,
All right, enough, nigga. Shut up. All right. This is why this is a nasty argument. This is why. Specifically with the quarterbacks and receivers, when you start talking about the numbers and all these guys that are coming in, it's like, yeah, they're better. They've gotten better. The rules have also allowed for it to be easier. You can sit there and throw your hands up and turn and be all dramatic.
Okay, so
shut up. Let me finish. No, because y'all been wilding for the last 15 minutes. So shut up and let me finish. You cannot just discredit a man's entire career because they decided, cool, you no longer need to be the guy who's willing to go over the middle and take punishment, because that's what made Michael Irvin special. That was literally what he was there for. He was going to run that dig route. Steve Atwater was going to be sitting there waiting to blow his fucking brains out, and he would still catch that bitch consistently. You can sit there and both of y'all being fucking dramatic and childish right now.
Because you sound like an old head, gang. I'm not
Trey, here's my issue. Trey, here's my issue. Wait, hold on. I got it, baby. Trey, here's my issue. Why is Jerry Rice top 2? Why is he a top 2 receiver?
What do you mean? Why? Because he put up
hold on.
He put up ridiculous numbers
It's not
in
the numbers part. G, hold on. It is the number. It comes in numbers.
Wait.
No,
Wait.
hold on. Trey.
No, nigga, you asked me a question.
I'm saying,
don't ask me a question. Don't ask me.
I'm trying to clarify. Look. Why is Jerry Rice top 2 lock?
What do you mean? Why is he a top 2 lock? Here's why. Because he put up ridiculous numbers that can't be replicated.
And what?
In an era where you
No.
can No.
You go, and what? Why is he there though? Because of his what? His ability, his play. He's one of the best route runners ever. He has one of the best hands ever. And he's just a better receiver than 95% of the league. Michael Irvin ain't better than these guys. He not better receivers than these guys. That's me. G baby's point, bro.
And so Trey,
the reason why I'm saying that's nasty is because again, his skill set is no longer needed in the NFL because they took out the role of the enforcer.
Oh, is it Jerry Rice? And Jerry Rice is top 2.
Trent.
That's my point.
No, what I'm trying to get you on, you bringing up Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice played in his era where you can still knock the fucking head off of dudes. If you're talking about a lot of these receivers,
Michael Irvin.
What?
If that's the case, Michael Irvin did not play in the same era as Jerry Rice?
Yes, they did. What I'm trying to get you to understand is this. We're not talking about Jerry Rice. You talking about the new receivers now. The guys that don't get touched.
But are they not? Wait, Trey.
Trey. So Trey. So this is my problem with your logic of what you're saying. Because you're telling us, oh, boy, you got to understand. These guys are playing around the time where you could take the head off of people. So, with that being said, why is Michael Irvin not in top 5, top 10? Because Julio didn't play in that era. Megatron didn't play. Well, he probably played at the end of it. Megatron didn't really play in that era as long as Michael Irvin did. Devontae Adams, Chris Carter. I'm sorry, not Chris Carter. Who was I talking about? Oh, Antonio Brown didn't play in that era. So why is Michael Irvin not above these guys? Because what you're saying and what it sounds like is, oh, well, because these guys played in an era where you couldn't take their head off, the guys who played in a harder era are better because they played in a harder era.
What I'm saying is this. When niggas just start going, oh, well, let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. As if to say, dudes like Michael Irvin weren't as good as they were because the rules changed.
Okay, so that's
what's messing.
And that's where you lose us because you think we're saying these guys aren't as good. No, we're just saying there's other people that were better.
Because if that's
Michael Irvin was great.
If that's
he's not better than Devontae Adams. He's not better than Chad Ochocinco. He's not better than Marvin Harrison.
I gotta clip this. Let me see if this nigga Trey gonna fall for the bait. Michael Irvin or Devontae Adams?
Devontae Adams.
Why? Michael Irvin played in a tougher era where you can take the head off of people.
This is why
they don't have the enforcer in the era of Devontae Adams.
That's why so nasty.
Devontae Adams might be one of the greatest route runners ever.
That's our point. That's our point. These receivers are just better than him.
You brought up one dude.
Okay, hold on. Michael,
keep going.
Okay, Michael Irvin or AB?
I'd probably still put Michael Irvin.
I'm done. Good night. I'm done. I'm leaving. Y'all be easy. Hey, Trey, you might as well end the show. I'm leaving. Hey, y'all be easy. Y'all like the video? I'm probably gonna go get some food. Y'all like the video? I'm done. Hey, Trent, you can end the stream. I'm leaving. I promise you, I'm leaving. I'm done. This is ridiculous. Y'all, hey, like the video.
Telegram.
Like the video, Telegram. Because this is crazy. Hey, we out. Y'all be easy. I'm so serious, Trent. You can end the stream because I'm leaving.
What the fuck?
You do know AB is closer to 5 than he is like.
I know. I'm fucking.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? You said it. It's getting clipped.
I don't care.
Yes, yeah, over for you, bro.
I know it's getting clipped. Trent, you saying it's over? You saying it's over for me? Like I actually have TikTok. I don't care.
He's playing with house money.
I literally do not care.
Let's get to the bro. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
I don't actually think that, but what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, is this: the game has changed, but just because the game has changed doesn't mean you get to go back and rewrite history on the older players. No, Trent, no. Stop. Don't try and interrupt because you are the world's worst about doing this shit. Like, you are the world's worst for going back to some shit that, quite frankly, you never fucking watched. And I know you didn't watch it because my black ass wasn't old enough to watch the shit. So if I wasn't old enough to watch it, I know your ass ain't watching.
Oh, YouTube, nigga. The fuck? What type of 60-year-old argument is that, Trey? Fuck. What type of 60-year-old argument is that, bro? Every old head say that dumbass shit. It's called YouTube. I literally watched. No, because this is what shit gets me tight, bro. You can literally watch the 1998 Super Bowl and you watch John Elway play. Tell me what you saw from that you don't see from Jimmy G. And y'all hype this nigga up OD.
But that's the part that's fucking me up. You talk about the 98 Super Bowl. That's him when he's fucking cooked. That is him when he is literally on his last legs as a football player. That is not.
That was one of it. You know why I don't want to hear that shit? That was one of his better years of his career. Was it not?
Okay, cool. That was one of his better years of his career. He physically was at his last legs. That was essentially. No. You can even go look at them other Super Bowls. What are you saying? I'm talking for a damn second. Because niggas been talking about Matt Stafford this whole week since we started, right? Everybody's talking about, oh yeah, it was a bad situation. It was a bad situation. And the moment you got put in a good situation, what happened? Oh, he won. Guess what happened with the fucking Broncos? That was literally
he got carried. That's what happened, nigga. He got carried. The fuck are you saying? He got carried.
See, that's the problem. You don't fucking know the context. The reason why he got carried is because he literally put his entire body on the line, carrying that franchise literally to the point where his body declined. And they're like, damn, we still got this dude.
So you explaining the carry job?
No, Trent.
You're explaining the carry job, Trey. You're explaining one. Even though he declined, John Elway was still one of the better quarterbacks. It's just that you had a 2,000-yard rusher behind you. So they're going to go. He's the leader of it.
Oh,
he got carried, bro. He got carried.
You're literally missing the point. Because y'all been talking about Matt Stafford.
I don't talk about Matt. I was G-Baby dubbing him. That's not me.
Okay, but what I'm saying is
quarterback in the league.
What I'm saying is this. People have been talking about Matt Stafford this entire week when the reality is John Elway had a very similar career arc. The only difference is he didn't leave a team and go to a better situation. His team actually thought enough of him to actually build a better situation around him so he could go out the way he wanted to. That's the only difference.
It was during an era where they player movement wasn't like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know why he
to say the Broncos believed in him more. Like they had to build more. They didn't have a choice to trade. I don't know why he brought up bro. But here's because Trey, this what you just because we're talking about these players, we say these new players are better than him. It's not a knock to the players back then. It's just better.
It's no. When other people say, "Oh, I think this dude's,"
I'm not other people though. That's what me and G are saying.
You in particular,
Trey. So I'm gonna ask you this right now. When you see Michael Irvin play, now, yes, he was still a really good receiver, and you compare that shit to AB, is it not levels?
Yes, it's levels. We know that. I was being an asshole when I did that. I just don't.
So why is it an issue when we say AB, when we say Michael Irvin can't wear AB's jockstrap? What's the issue behind that?
That's being disrespectful.
Is it?
Because I promise you, if you put Antonio, no. Because let's have a real conversation. If we put Antonio Brown's little 5'10", 100, no, stop. If we put his little 5'10", 185-pound ass into fucking 1992, we saw what the fuck happened to this nigga after Vontaze Burfict got a hold of him, and that's one hit.
Hey Trey, you know what he did after that?
You could do the vice versa though. Michael Irvin, I don't think would.
And exactly, you put that vice versa. I see a lot of corners locking that nigga up. That nigga route running's mid as fuck. I see that nigga run the worst stutter goal of my life and scored a 90-yard touchdown off that shit. I want to hear that shit. I can say majority of the DBs in the 90s are getting fried by AB. You know why? Because the best corners in that era got fried by AB too. So I don't want to hear that shit. Only nigga that's kind of sticking with what's his name like that is probably
the Deons, the Champ Baileys, Charles Woodsons, and that's the top 3-4 corners in the ever. So I want to hear that fucking hypothetical. No, bro, we gotta go to this last topic, bro. This nigga Trey.
Yeah. New topic.
We're gonna play a game called Fact or Cap. I'm gonna go around the panel, and I'm gonna say a statement. I think a simple fact or is a cap. There's only what's his name. There's only 4 of them, and we talked about one of them already. But Lucas, you just came back, so let's get it though. So Tegan, we're gonna start with you. Matthew Stafford's a top 5 quarterback when healthy.
There's no way you're thinking about this right now, really.
It's if I rank Aaron Rodgers or not, and even then no, it's cap.
So okay,
but I think he's in a tier of quarterbacks that you could maybe really make a tough argument.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Lucas, fact or cap?
It's cap.
Trey,
it's not even close.
Trey,
you said he's not a top 5 quarterback when he's healthy?
No.
Fuck no. He's never been one.
He's never been a top 5 quarterback.
He's never been
really close after that Super Bowl. He was
not
I had him at 6.
And that's the winning bias, you know. And 6 is high.
So not that. All right.
I remember Gridiron. We were arguing about it after the Super Bowl. I think like Dub had him 6. I had him 6. There was a couple of guys I had him 6.
Dub was a Matthew Stafford. Like
I know. Dub beat dragging it, but like
I had him at
the
10.
reason why I had to think about it is at his peak I had him at 6, and that was like Rodgers like MVP year. So if I'm taking Rodgers out because he might be done,
I had him at 10.
Do you think? Because I think this is he was kind of the gatekeeper of that shit for some years. Because I'm thinking about it. So of course the Brady's, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. Yeah, I think Matthew Stafford's better than Big Ben.
Yes.
Maybe at some point.
Yeah, I think he was better than Matt Ryan.
Yes.
Maybe at some point.
I don't know. I don't think he was ever. I don't know if he was ever top 5. But now let's make
an argument.
But let's keep going.
Not recently though. He hasn't been in the last 3 years.
Yeah, let's keep going on. What's his name? So y'all all said cap, which I agree. I think that shit's cap. Especially right now, he's for sure damn near not top 5. But I think I know what Tegan will say. It's Tegan. Tyreek Hill is the best receiver in the league. Fact or cap?
I'm gonna say that's fact at this point. And like I had him. Here's the thing. No. Hold on. Here's the thing. All summer, y'all said it was Tay Adams in his own tier, and I was arguing Jetta's was in that tier. And listen, before last season, I got under the narrative that, man, he's such a game breaker. I'm putting him in a tier of his own. And that's why I prefer tier lists at this point than rankings. But if you gave me any wide receiver to pick, I'm going Tyreek Hill. And I'm
gonna say something for you. Lucas, fact or cap?
I'm gonna go cap, but it's honestly close.
Okay, Trey.
No.
Trey is so fed up.
Devontae Adams is still the best. He's still the best receiver in the league. What I will say is this: everybody keeps saying he's the best. No, he's not the best. But what he is the most dangerous. That's what he is, and that's why people feel compelled to say he's the best because he's a one-man drive. And on top of that, the skill set that he has is close enough to the other guys to where it's not just like, oh, okay, cool. The only thing this dude can do is take screens to the house or take.
He's not just a burner.
Yeah.
He's a complete receiver who has world-class speed, and because he's so scary, people feel compelled to say, oh, well, yeah, he's the best receiver. No, he's not.
So here's my kind of main issue on why people now think that Tyreek Hill is the best receiver in the league. Tyreek Hill been like the most dangerous receiver for mad long. Like he's kind of been that. He's improved in his route running and his hands haven't improved, but basically Tyreek Hill has been the same dude for a long ass time. And nobody was saying 2020 he's the best receiver in the league. Nobody was saying like what 2019 in 2021 he was best receiver in the league. I don't know kind of like what changed. Now people's opinions can change. I understand that. That's fine. I kind of don't agree with that logic though. Like if you say he's the game breaker and all that shit, you say that now, he been that since like 2019. So he should have been the best receiver in the league back then.
I've been said that he's the most dangerous. He's the most.
You know what I'm saying though, for the people that had like Tay Adams, Michael Thomas, like Jettis, wherever, because at one point all of them were saying D Hop. They're saying they was the best receiver in the league. Tyreek Hill has been this game breaking dude for mad long. He should have been the best receiver in the league. But I feel like now is that I kind of feel like it's kind of narrative ball because people were trying to put Tyreek Hill in the Patrick Mahomes allegations that he wasn't shit after Patrick Mahomes. And now that people seeing that he's done it with Tua, now they finally want to crown him, which I think is wrong. So I don't know. I don't know. That logic just kind of throwing me off. But
I mean, you could say the same thing with Mahomes' side of it too. There's narratives between Mahomes without Hill.
Yeah, which is narrative bull, even though he had so like, I don't know. So all right,
let's not forget that last year there was people that had the Chiefs finishing last in the AFC West.
Yeah, Bama had them going 8-9. I remember that specifically.
That's crazy.
He had them going 8-9 the year they won the Super Bowl.
And I remember people on PC were making fun of me because I said the Raiders were going to end fourth and they should be tanking instead of trading for Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
that's what
they weren't going to win shit.
Yeah,
I made a whole YouTube video on it. I got receipts out the ass.
All right, so second last topic. We talked about this before. It's a losing one here. Is Justin Herbert the Dan Marino of this generation?
Oh my God.
Cap, just because we've sped up the timeline on young quarterbacks so often. I'm not there yet.
Good in 2 years, we throw them away.
No, we gotta chill. It's Cap. We gotta chill.
Trey.
It's Cap.
All right, that's cool. Now I kind of want to see where this one want to go. This is the last one. If the Cowboys somehow, some way win a Super Bowl this year, right? Is Dak Prescott a lock top 10 quarterback? Tegan?
All time?
No, right now.
Oh, isn't Dak Prescott already a locked quarterback? Who thinks he's not? Like top 10 quarterback all time or right now?
Right now.
Right now, yeah, he's a locked top 10 quarterback right now.
There's not a lot of people that think Dak's a locked top 10 quarterback. You know that, right?
Well, they're dumb. I'm sorry. TikTok, you're dumb if you don't think Dak's top 10. God, dude, I'm fucking tired of arguing about Dak Prescott. He's in the back half. Some people say he's top 3. Like,
who says that?
No, Felipe from a podcast, Caps Off podcast says that, and he's a Dallas Cowboys fan, so I'm not going to trip about it.
Yeah, only Cowboys fans say he's top 5.
Well, he's a bot. That's not the issue, but I'm just asking.
That's not to drag Felipe. I'm just saying, like, he's 10 in maybe 9, maybe 8, depending on how you value things, but that's probably where I have him. And if he wins the Super Bowl, people are going to try to put him in the top 5 just because of winning. That's what happened.
Lucas?
He's already, like Tegan just said, he's already locked top 10 for me. We're not locked, but he's at 10 for me pretty comfortably. So, Super Bowl on top of that means he has to play really good. So, obviously, he's going to be a top 10 lock.
I was just about to say, if the Cowboys are going to actually win a Super Bowl, it has to be because Dak is actually playing at that kind of level. So yeah, if they do somehow figure out how to win a Super Bowl without Jimmy Johnson still having Jerry Jones, he'd have to be a top 10 quarterback because that would be the only way they get there at that point.
I mean, he does have a crazy defense.
Right
now.
What if they go on a Denver Broncos type of run and
but Dak is also a lot better than Peyton was at that point. So it's a little different.
That's also very true. Well, that wraps it up. Man, we about to hit the 3-hour mark. Today was crazy. Lucas, you missed a lot of wild shit.
Yeah, I do something.
Trey's tired of us.
Yeah, Trey
looks like he's fed up.
Trey looks tired.
Trey is about to go viral. It's probably a 95% clip that clip is probably going to go viral.
I don't care. I
appreciate y'all for coming out. Y'all like the stream. Y'all subscribe. We got the Couch Sports tomorrow.
Wait, hold on, Trey. I got to say this before I get up. No. Like, in all seriousness, do I actually believe that Antonio Brown is worse than fucking Michael Irving? No. But what we not gonna do, and specific, I'm pointing this at you, Trent. What we're not going to do is keep knocking dudes down because the game has changed. There has to be some level.
I didn't even do it with the contract.
There has to be
All right,
some.
let's not get back into this, bro.
Yeah,
let's not get back into this.
Before we get
because I'm about to do it with who?
I'm about to say there just has to be some level of context and preservation for the guys that did it at that level. Like, you can't shitting on them. But
and Stephon Diggs is better than Michael Irvin. But
all right,
cooking.
That's where we wrap it up.
Hey, hey, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, 5 o'clock, 5 Central Time. Big weekend ahead of us. You know, we got the first real deal deficit, Colorado versus Oregon. We got to talk about that. We got predictions. We got some shit to talk about tomorrow. So we're gonna catch y'all, bro. Peace. Appreciate y'all coming out.